Oh yeah, Pank is taking a shower. That's why, isn't he?
He's late. It's right time.
I am here. I am here.
Hello.
I was very fast. Hello.
Hi who?
Hey Val. Um, let's see. I don't know if invites went out or no.
No, not as far as I'm aware. I haven't watched them
I
at
will
least.
quickly send them then. So I see Burjan gets tentative. Alias poked me. Did he poke you?
No,
Or do you know anything?
but I wasn't really online, so
I told.
I
Well,
don't have him that much.
he poked me when I was on the train. friend, Draylock.
Very well.
See how I do that? I force you into being my friend.
Sure. I can force you so much more though.
Yes.
I see much attendance, such fervor to fight.
Yeah. There is. We're 23. With Burj and Kits alone tentative, Burj said like 2 weeks in advance he probably won't make it. So his tentative could be seen as a decline, but so it's only Kitsalu. So you're full of shit, right, Look?
Well, technically,
Run
you
out.
just might be right.
Someone pulled the
Invite me
trash
back.
for me? I got, yeah. Just a sec.
Who the fuck pulled?
Not me, but it got put on me. Just let them come here. Just stay here. They will come. And give some more time to people to get here as well. Cause we're like 4 people at this location or something.
Yeah, and I was bored.
Oh, you pulled?
Yeah. I
You're a dummy.
spent to try.
Hello.
Hey Dennis.
I hope.
What's up?
Hello, Dennis.
Hello.
What's up? I don't know. I mean,
The sky.
we're killing
usually.
Mistress tonight.
What's cooking good looking?
Yes. Oh,
Nice one.
this is amazing.
Yeah.
Such poetry.
It's
I
toast
know.
though.
Best thing I've ever heard. Since, I don't know.
Since Blue Oyster.
Probably, yeah.
The oyster cult?
What?
I want more cowbell.
I got a fever.
Mm,
Guess what?
exactly. Don't continue with the trash. Let's wait until everyone is here, preferably.
Where is Mister? I can take 500k
Yeah,
damage
let
in the bob.
everybody,
Kiko is really
enjoy
close.
the
Just
trash.
wait for that portal.
He didn't sign for
Everyone enjoy
tonight.
the trash, right?
What are you looking for, heals?
Mister, I can take 500k damage in the bob.
Oh, he signed. I'm gonna go see if he's actually hanging around or not.
Who's that?
Trash factory.
It's let me go poke Wolf as well. Okay, Ash poked me on Facebook saying that he will be late, but he's not stipulating how late exactly. So it was 10 minutes before invites.
Too good.
Привет. Whatever that
Hello.
means. Hello! We should probably also move over to the raids. Oh no, wait. I thought Poki was in raids, but he's in the loot cancel.
Hello.
Oh, you're here.
Hi.
I hope.
Yes, kind of.
Did you get the invite? Okay, cool. Boom.
Drag Ikea here as well. Maybe.
Ikea?
He's assembling his own furniture or something.
Maybe he was doing something in the other channel, though.
Yeah, jacking off.
Exactly. How would it be if you heard that right now?
On
Maybe
his
he
new-
thinks,
on his
okay,
new
I'm in the loot
furniture.
cancel, I'm safe, not to worry. Let's get a quick one going.
Was I in this channel or did you move me?
We moved you in here because I thought
I
you
was
were
like,
in here.
oh,
Were you
where are
jacking
the
off or
people?
something?
I think I pressed wrong.
Yes. I had a quick look through the logs. I wanted to do a bit more thoroughly, but in the way back home, we like there was issues with the trains again, and basically we all had to stand up instead of sit down. So yeah.
Do you work
Just
on trains?
help the train?
Yes. What do you think, Chris?
How? How does that help the train? by
How does that
standing
what?
up? Help the train.
It doesn't help the train. I said like there was a train that got cancelled and the other one was late, so there was a lot of people that wanted to get on the train.
Oh,
So there
like
was no more
that.
there was no spots to sit.
I see.
They always
you
camp.
can't
They always
just
camped
walk
out
up
for
to an
older
old
people,
lady.
right?
Yeah.
You can't
Uh,
check the logs if you're standing up or what?
Well, I have this really fat laptop from work, so and I mean, no, it's not very handy. Okay, that's the end of it basically.
Why didn't you
I'm
ask
sure you
her?
guys could check the logs though, when you were all sitting at home. So yes.
Yeah, I did. I mean, and I did perfectly fine. So
Oh, okay,
it's
okay, cool. Well, then
yeah.
it'll just be a one shot right here. No, but
Yeah.
seriously, I see there's a lot of like little mistakes. I checked. I sent like a picture to the other guys as well. I don't know if they had the time to look it over because it was just like a very rough notation. But I'm seeing that like not everyone is soaking as much as everyone else. Like Dennis is the king of soaking shots with like 55 over the entire evening, for instance, while some other people go as low as like 30 soaks, I believe,
Who?
which is a huge difference. I think the lowest were
You
Kovacs
have
and
to
Osh.
keep in mind that some people are designed to take the fishes, and we have
Exactly,
the
exactly.
fishes. We
So
obviously don't take
that was the context that I was putting next to that, right?
Keep in mind that Ash is not soaking without the
Yeah,
power.
I'm not taking the fish like once. But yeah, I mean.
No, exactly. So that is the context that you have to put in there. But there was still like a big disparity between groups. And then if I'm thinking, oh, sometimes let's start with the trash in the meantime. Sometimes we lose a guy here and there because not everyone is like not all the lines are 100% soaked. Then if we have some people that aren't soaking all of them when they could be, and I think they're probably not about the ones at the start, which are very easy. But maybe the ones around halfway or in final phase where there's actually some forced movement plus lines coming in, where it's actually hard to make sure that you're still in the line as well. I think those are a couple that will not get like soaked by everyone.
Can I be the first to point out the obvious that Dennis is really good at soaking. Oh, Dennis.
Well, for instance, this was one of the
all
contexts. This was one of the contexts that I wanted to put in there as well, is because see, Impernal, for instance, is also very high on soaking the lines, but he is also in the fish group, but he was still at like
no, he wasn't in the fish
45,
group.
wasn't he?
Nope.
Yeah, he got in the fish group later, I think.
No, I was in the first fish group. I got green.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we switched someone out. Then what stopped?
Run out.
So I mean, like again, the numbers aren't 100%, and basically all I did was just like check on like the number of soaks, which again, there should be a context there, but I can give like an initial impression. One of the other things I'm noticing is that, and this is something that's been said a couple of times, the debuffs, like the Murloc debuff, the hunger, isn't always getting cleared as fast as it should be. So sometimes they are going on for like 40 seconds or longer, which is not the idea.
Yeah, well, you can clear this only
During
if you
phase
have,
one, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
You can only clear them
I
with
think that's the
stun
only
buffs.
phase you can clear them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they stay up later on, you know. But initially you can get rid of them with the puddles. On the flip side of that, there's sometimes puddles being taken without having fish, which forces a dispel and a bunch of damage. I think you were high on that, Dennis. I'm not 100% sure though. I
High
don't
on
know.
what?
Maybe you recall if you tend to get stunned a lot from stun fields or not.
Kiko, where the hell are you?
Yeah,
there.
I mean, sometimes I mistake it because I have a slightly larger hitbox now. Like, it can fuck me over sometimes. Because I
Slightly?
think,
Seriously?
I don't think
because I
your
think,
hitbox.
I mean,
but there's like about 5 or 6 names of people that tend to take the stun fields quite regularly, even though there's no reason for them to take it because they don't have a Murloc on them.
no,
So
I was just
may have been
being
intentional.
used to, I was just used to, like, if my feet are out of the, out of the
The
area,
circle, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good, but I'm not as a Tauren. As a Blood Elf, yeah, but as a Tauren, not. You know. Like, if a Blood Elf is kind of like standing in a way that...
Oh shit.
I guess if you take a look at the male Blood Elf, and the Tauren, I guess, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that if
A
you're...
slightly larger hitbox.
Slightly.
Yeah.
You call that slightly?
About 3
Are,
times larger,
are there
but slightly.
people missing Fantas runes? I'm guessing
Yes.
Curse best. I don't know about others.
Red tree as well.
Red tree,
Me.
Kiko,
Kovacs,
yeah.
yeah.
No, Kovacs has.
No, I'm asking something
Oh.
else. Kovacs, yeah.
But yeah, I know it's a pretty bad excuse, to be honest.
Nah, but it's not the end of the world, don't get me wrong. It's just like one of
Yes.
those things that could fuck you up if you get stunned and tornadoes are coming or whatnot.
Is Kovacs here?
Yes.
4 people missing Ventus
Who
rune.
still
Cur-
needs one? I still have one.
Bast,
No, I gave
and
one to Curse, I gave one to Kiko, gave one to Retri, I think. Then
B-
Best still
Bergande.
needs one.
Bast needs also.
Curse likes me. This is great.
Killix everyone.
I think Best is PRB still, because he's not accepting the trade. Poke, can you put up a thingy? And let's just start with the dummy pool. So we get our
I
markers done.
refuse.
Oh, come on.
I have a thing.
It's up, right? Okay, pulling.
Where's Paspa?
That is a good question. I don't know. But we only need 4 healers.
Watch your step.
I'll check if it's problem.
Defensive. 4, 3,
Orange
2,
is good.
1.
Green.
4. Who knows? I was reloading and someone picked it up.
Counter out. Oh, this is good.
It looked pretty good. Maybe it's a little bit more towards the back, I think, but
I'll just place it on the vehicle then.
okay, I'll leave it up.
Shouldn't be a thing.
It'll be pretty close on the spot anyway. Infernal, Best, you back yet? No.
Sorry, what?
Oh, yeah. No, I was looking to trade you something, but you didn't accept. So I'm guessing you're still BRB. But you're Infernal.
50k gold.
So it doesn't matter.
But now you missed it.
Yup, rip. Well, we'll see once he's back. Boss is coming back up though, careful. I'm gonna see. Pasta is actually not online right now. Don't know if anyone checked Facebook if he dropped a message or not. Guessing no.
He's too fat to miss him. If he's online.
No, I don't see him on Facebook. Yes, we are talking right now, Kovacs. Can you hear us?
What is that?
Someone having a party?
Rain is having fun. Can you hear us now, Kovacs? Or okay, Kovacs is restarting the thingy. The Discord. So the other thing I noticed as well is puddles. The purple puddles. Those also tend to get eaten up when they shouldn't be. They do seem to put in like a lot of damage actually. So yeah, I don't know. I'd just say like pay a little bit more attention when you're moving, especially at the earlier phases when there's only like a couple up and we actually need them to feed as well. It's very easy to dodge out of the way. You can actually see where they're gonna spawn in. Hey Kovacs, I'm guessing.
Now I hear everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Great.
I didn't. I thought everyone left in the lobby because my I don't know. My Discord show everyone is here on this channel, and I don't know why I didn't hear any of you.
Yeah, but everything works now, so
Weird.
it's all great. And I think Best, did you trade me? The window is gone. Let's ready check.
Cold drone? Yes?
I will
Did
put
we
all the
have...
necessaries. No, we haven't gotten anything yet.
Okay, good.
Putting everything. Ah,
Coil drone?
cold drone. There you go.
Coil drone?
Food drone also. Many
Uh-huh.
drones. Such
Okay,
parties.
this is good. Fantastic cauldron.
Ventus drone, everyone?
Yes. And yeah, basically the elephant in the room is the ads, right? So I would want to stress again on everyone, you still have time to change your talents and all that kind of crap, that this is basically a single target fight. We have plenty of damage to nuke down the ads when they actually have to die. And if the ads are like at 50% or something, don't even think about throwing any AoE on them or anything. So that's not like your weapons, like all the whirlwinds that Dennis is now doing. None of that crap matters, you know? I don't know if anyone else has like some sort of setup like Kovacs, where you put like combustion and you do it the same time when you have the fish, so you do a shit ton of damage, and then the ignite stick like for millions. Even though it's gonna be shit for your numbers, I would ask you to like not do it, especially later on when the fish are super important.
They don't have to like go through too much. Just stop doing anything. Like it's better to stop for 5 seconds and do nothing, like 0 damage, than actually kill the ads and wipe the raid.
Yeah, remember, we kill the ads when basically the cast of the whirlwinds coming in, tornadoes coming in, is basically finished. Then we kill them and we try to kill them in the middle. So when you see us like the tanks pulling them more toward the middle, throw in like a quick stun or something so they get finished off there. If they get the cast off, they will be wherever in the room. So just try to not let that happen. Okay, final ready check, then we're pulling. Everyone should still know their positions to soak. Nothing has really changed. I don't know about
Yeah, Bunky's story now. That's what changed.
Yes, I am. Oh my god, I'm fucking huge. Yo.
Are you doing cauldron?
Yeah, didn't you get one? It's already been down.
Oh, I'll just
You
use
don't
my
have
own
one?
then.
I'll trade you one, otherwise.
That's alright, I don't mind. It's not much. I've already used anyway.
Okay.
Oh, Best is also missing a flask, so.
Wesley, you have one, or do we need to trade you one as well? He has, okay. Right, pulling it.
Oh shit. Can you give me 2 seconds?
Yeah, I'll cancel it.
5.
Reaper me!
It's just to run it out. Hit the boss and I'll pull it up.
Thank you.
Yep, it'll only take.
Dead army is dead.
That's how you turn 2 seconds into 40 seconds.
Cooldown's reset.
Okay, someone. I heard banging. I thought someone was outdoor, but it's okay.
No, that's just the rain. Don't worry.
Terrain. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just Casper. That's why he's not here tonight.
He's banging your mom. Wow.
At my front door. Wow.
Wait. Let's go.
So Dennis, how did you become so good at sucking, man? Let's discuss this while we
Looking
wait.
for tips or what?
What?
Why would the master look for tips?
But definitely later on, like for the melee, just move in that step, you know. It's
He's
very
watching
easy for melee,
Hello,
like
Val.
even when the boss is moving to still be in the soaking line, super easy. Just pay attention. Okay, legit pull, legit army, let's go.
You know, Rain, if you're well endowed, anything is possible.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah, if you're
2,
a whore.
1.
Holy shit.
It's true.
Watch your step.
Alright, let's move.
Defensive.
Wolf, can you slowly move him back a bit more to the middle
4,
again now? Just to be
3,
safe.
2,
Yeah, let's keep it
1.
here. First shot.
I'm trying to remember that.
Yeah. It'll just
Or-
make it easier.
Yeah, yeah.
We can finish off the ads right about now.
Come drop the fish, kids. Now. Everyone move out the green.
Watch your step.
Just pull the boss to blue here. Oh, nice.
Left.
Taunt boss.
Okay, we go into moon.
Watch your step.
And look for the stun fields, don't run too far ahead.
4, 3,
Back to the
Two.
middle and the next shot.
1.
Don't forget,
Move purple a bit. Nice.
throw in some free interrupts on the dudes in the
Watch
back
way.
there. Okay, gripping in the ads and kill them.
Defensive.
Left.
Watch your step.
Look for the
There
stun
are 2
fields.
fish down and there's 4% to drop them, so don't take them, stay away.
Third shot.
Okay, drop your fish.
Watch your step.
Drop into what?
There's
Yeah,
no
man.
ads that
Why do you run into me with the fish? Shark.
Sorry.
4,
Yep.
Reset?
Pull it out,
Two.
pull it out.
1.
That's what she said.
Fucking kamikaze pilot.
Okay. I'm guessing we skipped those tornadoes, because it was like really close.
No, it was actually what happened is people were not hoarding ads for once. We've never had this happen before.
Yeah, exactly. They should have died, but they.
That's
it
actually
How
good.
shitty it went?
It was. Nah, it was good. They were like at 1%. Took like one tick and it would have been fine. But it was kind of weird because we
Hooray.
skipped the tornado there, and I think.
Urain
Kizuna
was
did
like,
the-
drop your fish, and people were like,
But how?
yeah.
We
No, seriously,
probably would
how
have
do
wanted
you do it? The only way is for the
Very
tanks
dropped
to.
it with
You
a
tank
taunt.
to taunt, yeah.
No,
Taunt the boss.
no. You just taunt that little fish dude, you know? He gives you
Yeah,
one tick.
especially when you're
Explain
a
to me
shaman.
how I taunt.
Okay, people who don't have
him.
taunt, they're fucked, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Use the shot,
Right.
drop fish.
All the tanks just taunt and we get like
Food.
one nuke on everyone.
Yeah, food. Sorry.
Was good.
Use. Kiko, is it about the food or something else?
I'm ready now. I had to
Okay.
eat.
Then let's go.
I was hungry.
5,
Yeah,
4,
I know the
3,
feeling.
2.
Oh,
We
We need
continue?
to stop pulling early.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
keep going.
we can just go now. But yeah, we don't want this to happen.
Watch your step.
And move.
Defensive. 4,
And just
Three,
getting back to the middle
two.
of it.
1.
And first shot.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch wave.
Kill the ads
Finish them off.
and come drop your fish.
Watch your step. Taunt
Go
boss.
right. Yep. Green.
Watch your step.
Left. Stanfield.
I like left.
Yeah,
4,
I've
3,
noticed.
2,
Second shot coming.
1.
Come on, spread them out. Green, purple. Try not to run across each other.
1.
And keep healing
Which
me,
way?
please.
Kill the ads.
Yes.
Kill the ads now.
Defensive.
Wolf.
Sorry. Yeah, I
That's cool.
didn't target her for a while and took a
Watch
while
your step.
to get her.
Stun
back.
fields
Okay.
and the third shot.
It's a good idea to drop your fish now
1.
if you can't. It's better than risk it.
Oh, it was auto drop for most people, I assume.
Yo. All the fish are actually
Nice!
3, 2,
No one
Two.
knows. No.
Watch wave.
Get him up,
Finish
get
off
him
the
up.
ads.
I get stunned.
Taunt boss.
Drop your fish.
It's not the end of the world. We're gonna go towards Moon here.
Watch
Where
your
the gap
step.
is.
Four.
Look for the sun
Three.
fields.
If you still have a fish, you need to drop it.
On Moon.
Make sure you
I'm
pop
dead.
him though.
Pop Infernal.
Somebody dispel best.
I'm as well.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't eat the puddles.
Just soak them like this. We'll move fast afterwards.
3, 2, 1.
Defensive. Charging. Move.
And careful in the middle.
Bringing to
Go,
shark.
go feed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And soak. Keep them spread out, guys.
2, 1.
Taunt boss.
Back towards the entrance. Towards Moon.
Watch your step. 4.
Shot coming
Charging.
soon.
Move.
Plus
2,
the fish in the middle.
1.
Stay here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bringing to shark.
And go feed.
Defensive.
Jump. One more, I think. Oh. Next shot is coming soon.
4, 3, 2, 1.
4,
Get her back to the edge after this.
1.
Star.
Taunt boss.
I was there.
Screen.
No.
Okay.
Charging. Move.
And look for the fish in the middle.
Yeah? Oh, shit, one sec.
Drop is at 40.
Bringing to shark.
Go feed.
Yep. Have a fish.
Feed, guys, feed.
Be careful.
Shot
Four.
coming
Just
in
to
two.
3,
stand on a
Two.
paddle.
1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Where's diamond?
Defensive.
There you are.
Watch your step.
Okay. Remember, there's 2 more drops. 25 and 10.
4,
And the ads are important
3,
here. Next
2,
shot is coming.
1.
Spread them out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Taunt boss.
I'm gonna
Towards
move some
green.
puddles from
We're gonna
middle.
have the fish.
Charging.
Oh,
Move.
we're getting the fish now.
Watch out for these ads though.
I'll pull them out a little bit.
4, 3,
Second shot.
2.
Don't
One.
hit the ads.
4, 3.
Yeah, lower the AoE a bit. After the shot, we're moving boss to the middle.
1.
Watch wave.
Kill the ads here in the middle. They're
Defensive.
gripped. Kill,
Good.
kill. We're
kill
closing on
these.
the
Don't touch
25.
these now.
Don't forget to
Charging.
touch,
Move.
drop your fish.
And we're right.
Paddler Keisha.
Watch your step.
Careful
4,
from the tornado.
3,
Follow me, please.
2,
Third. Coming soon.
1.
Be in a good spot.
Don't
I'm
kill these
moving
Let the
ads.
close
lines a
and
bit.
stopping.
3,
Help out.
2,
Stop.
I lost.
I will Laura mastery this.
Taunt boss.
Yeah, yeah. Go boss.
Watch wave.
Finish off the ads in the middle again if you can. Nuke them a bit harshly. We have a couple patches.
Save these sets now.
Yep, we're good. Just run through the tornado.
4,
Follow me.
3, 2. Charging.
Shot plus
1.
the fish. We're ready to react quickly.
4, 3,
Okay, towards the door.
2, 1.
Fire cloud shout.
Defensive.
Please
Get
don't
stunned.
over.
Okay, back to the middle.
4,
And we're killing the
3,
ads in the middle in a
2,
second.
1.
Watch wave.
Okay, kill the ads.
Fast.
Go hard. Go, 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 go.
I got
Okay.
it.
Okay,
Good.
2.
get through a gap
1.
again.
Move left.
2,
Left.
1.
Great, drop your fish if you have any.
Taunt boss.
Spread.
Got boss.
Move a bit, guys. Move a bit.
I'm stunned.
Just look.
I'm gonna die. Pop me,
look at
pop
the
me.
floor. It's cool.
Fuck it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Focused on this Abestocker stats. We have another cyclone
Kill
coming.
the ads. Keep me up, please. I have nothing.
4, 3,
Go on, go for the low one.
1.
Okay, we have a patch. And
Defensive.
soak. Purple like this. Yeah, it's good. Wolf,
Charging.
careful.
Move.
Yeah.
Because you moved it.
Yeah, tornadoes. And fish.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Can't kill ads in time, so just focus on the boss.
4,
I'm dead.
It's not
4,
happening.
3,
1.
2, 1.
I don't get it how I died there.
Have a little fight, man.
I wasn't soaking only one.
Don't be afraid to spread. We had room. I don't know why we were so stacked up.
The ads were better this time.
The ads were
It
amazing.
went really well when we didn't kill the first ads too soon, and then we had like too many ads which we could just kill whenever we felt like. So we never had that problem.
No, it was fine. The lines were a bit of a problem at the end.
People were dead.
Well, it all has to happen fast at the end. Because again, you have lines plus the tornado gap plus the fish, which could fuck you or be very easy. You don't know. But just expect it's going to be hard. You know, be ready to react quickly. Basically, all you have to do is go run through, look for a spot that you survive in, and be able to soak at the same time.
I died too early. If I didn't die, we can kill her.
Yeah,
But
I wanted
basically-
to poke in on that, but yeah, then we kept on playing
Yeah.
as long as long. But I don't understand,
Basically-
like, why didn't the bob happen on him? You guys knew he was stunned. Tornadoes were coming. He took 1 stack. I even called for the bob. He got 2 stacks. I mean, obviously he's gonna die. Where was that bob?
I don't know.
Did you call for any Bob? I didn't hear any
Yes,
Bob.
he did.
Sorry, I didn't hear it.
When someone asked for Bob, I had CD on mine, so...
I died because I wanted to save Draylock's life, and
Never do that.
Never do that, man. Seriously.
yeah, I learned the lesson.
He dies anyway.
What the fuck do you mean I die anyway? Cause nobody soaks my land. Of course I die.
Yeah, nobody soaked Draylock's line. I stand there. I was the only soaker, and after that, someone moved. Someone crossed our line, so I got stunned. Draylock died. Then I died. So rip.
Yep.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. Draylock is just a joke.
Oh, already check didn't work. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I think just like in general, it should feel like we're way more in control. At least that's what it feels like to me. So no need to go berserk as well when it's like bloodless time, you know. Just call it out, click the button. Below 25% after the shit has happened, just do it. Everyone should know that's coming at that point. Pulling.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
Yeah, let's move.
3, 2, 1.
Defensive. 4, 3, 2,
First
1.
shot's coming.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch wave.
That's in the
Kill
middle.
the ads, drop the fish.
Kill them.
Watch your step.
People careful, don't pick them up.
1.
Helen, you still have
I'll go suicide.
Watch your
towards
step.
orange here, left. Sunfields.
Spell pocket.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Next shot. Boss in the middle.
4,
Don't forget about orange. Seems very light.
1.
Watch wave.
Finish off the ads. There's only one guy in orange, by the way.
Yeah, that was. I soloed it. We did.
Defensive.
Kill the odds.
Wolf. Send field soon.
I'm gonna need the dispel
Watch
here.
your step. 4, 3,
And third shot is coming. Back in the middle.
No, don't, never lock me. Never.
4.
I didn't.
I know. He did.
1.
Watch wave.
Finish off the ads.
Taunt boss.
And drop the fish.
Watch your step.
Just move behind the fish here. Tornadoes.
Just wait a bit and then move out.
And get in
Good.
the gap.
Let's go.
Have a shot coming soon.
4, 3, 2,
Put
1.
the boss here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, middle fish is
Defensive.
coming soon.
Charging.
And you
Move.
can hoard these ads, by the way. Second phase, or all you want.
There goes Sparrow.
Bringing to shark. 4,
Good feed.
3, 2, 1.
4, 3,
Try not to move anymore now.
1.
Taunt boss.
Go boss. Next drop is at 55. That's soon.
Four. Charging. Step. Move. 2, 1.
What?
So cool.
Come on, man. I was on the green
Run
thing
it
and
out. Run it out if you can.
To shark.
it actually gave me the fish on the green paddle.
Motherfucker. I got soul stuff.
Just jump in them all. Get eaten. Nom nom. Quickly. Nom nom nom. Let's go again. With a couple deaths to the shark, right? Or shark earlier on as well, I think.
Did you saw my solo soaking?
Yeah, I saw. So.
Do we have a repair bot?
Yes, I actually have one. I'll put it up here. The hammer isn't an actual bot though. It's the hammer. I had like hundreds of those, they do nothing. They fucking
I know.
suck.
They're good
Put it up
patrolling though.
Yeah, especially because he's shiny. So
It's an
thinking,
anvil,
oh,
not a hammer.
oh
Where is the
yeah,
actual
holy
thingy?
shit. I think Dennis is standing on it. Yeah.
Hey, I just want to repair. I'm not allowed to repair anymore. Well,
Wolfpa?
She's dead.
Right.
Yeah, I
Miss
see
West.
that.
Let's go.
She's all tabbed.
Yeah, kinda.
What?
She's watching porn.
No, I'm not.
I
So
think,
again, we did actually have a repair bot, so it's kind of nice if everybody uses it.
yeah. And there's also an anvil if you want to make yourself some new armor.
Yeah. Sure.
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 I think what throws people off is the anvil icon is for the repair, you know. And they see an anvil and yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you want to match the anvils, you know, like in kindergarten.
Nothing says suing a cloth armor than an anvil.
Look at Draylock utilizing the.
I've got a present for Bank.
Ready.
Nice.
If you could just please put this on your neck.
What does that do? Zip package.
Well, it's an anchor, you know what?
Sure,
what
I'll
do.
use it. I have no idea what it does. I can't. Anyway, I'm gonna pull. I have to swim to use it. Apparently.
Obviously.
Seems
4,
amazing though.
3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
4, 3,
And move.
2, 1.
Defensive.
Ooh.
And first shot.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Careful stats.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch wave.
Kill the odds. Drop the fish.
Watch your step.
3, 2, 1.
Where are we going?
Taunt boss.
Right.
We're going right.
Watch your step.
Fields and run.
4, 3,
Second
2,
shot.
1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I died from the ants and everything.
4, 3,
Res.
2, 1.
Defensive.
Kill the ads fast.
Okay.
Left.
Watch your step.
Fields and the third shot.
4,
I'm gonna need a dispel.
2,
Yeah, Reina got you.
1.
Best needs one as well.
Spread, spread, spread. Wait.
4, 3, 2,
Ease up on the
1.
ads. Ease up,
Watch
ease up.
wave.
Let's do fast. Honestly.
You need to drop your fish.
Watch your step.
We have a gap.
Yeah, it's still good, but it's a little bit too fast.
Yep.
4, 3, 2,
Okay, next shot.
1.
Number 4.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Purple was a bit light here. You can see push up to 30.
I'll shrug it off.
Charging. Move.
Careful in the mid. Blue. Dennis.
Bringing to shark. 4,
And go
Frag it off, Dennis.
2, 1.
I appear to be lagging because I had moved off.
Soak them.
Circle, move out a bit. So we can.
Got him, got him.
Defensive.
I think it's the background download
Watch your
that I
step.
can't seem to turn off.
Careful picking up the puddles, guys. We want them.
Google it.
Middle
right
fish
now.
soon.
4, charging. 3, move. 2, 1.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Orange.
Taunt boss.
Got him.
Taunt boss. Bringing to shark.
And go feed.
I'm more mastering the.
I'm coming. Oh.
Next shot soon.
4,
Towards blue with the
3,
boss.
2,
Drop it for you.
4, 3,
Spread them out.
2, 1.
defensive.
And middle fish.
Charging. Move.
Yeah, we're split. Just stay alive.
I'm moving it to middle fast.
Care not to pick up fish now?
Bringing to shark.
Go feed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Taunt boss.
Go boss.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Purple. Up your fish, only you found. If you can. Shit.
No, I could jump on you and someone got one.
4, 3,
Dental res.
Shot coming.
Who do we get?
Oh, get me.
Foul. Stay like this, purple. We got yellow.
Rest is available now.
1.
Look for the low lines, guys.
defensive.
Rest me.
Okay. Don't touch the new ads.
Charging. Move.
Okay, dodge middle. Win is safe.
Remember 25. If you have a fish, you need to drop them.
4, 3,
You have
Shot is
6%
coming.
more.
Get the boss a bit more towards the
4,
middle. There's no more
3,
fish. Okay, good.
2,
Move
Like
like this so
this.
they can
1.
leave it. It's cool.
Watch wave.
Come on, soak guys. Not everyone is soaking.
Ads, fast ads.
Ads at the middle, I'm gripping.
Taunt
Keep them
boss.
here and stunned.
I'm stunned. I need a
Charging.
bob.
Move.
I
Oh,
have.
Okay, moving left. Okay,
Kiko?
Yeah, I need a bob. I couldn't move. I was stunned.
4,
I'm moving a little bit
3,
closer.
2, 1.
Spread them out, guys.
4, 3,
4,
Watch your step.
3, 2, 1.
Kovacs,
Defensive.
don't forget to take a step, man. You were next to the line. Help
Watch
out.
wave.
Rust.
Back to the
Bloodlust.
middle. Kill the ads in the middle. Come on. Start nuking them.
Break them back, please. Oh, there's one gap.
4, 3,
No, there's not.
Oh, there's
charging.
no gap.
Move. 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We need to keep the boss more in the middle. We can.
It's completely safe to keep them in the middle as well.
3, 2,
Because the fish happens
1.
and then you have a sea of time.
Watch wave.
Yeah, no, let's.
Well,
Can we reset?
remind me next time then.
4,
Because
2,
I have a hard time keeping
1.
track of everything.
Move to start.
So if you want her at the middle, then just poke me
Defensive.
about it.
Kiko, did you get the bob?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but didn't work. I got tornado. I got the shock. I have the middle thing.
Everything went wrong.
Yeah. I got two beams. I don't know why.
it was Dennis.
I tried to bob Kiko, but it was.
I'm sorry, what?
Did.
Apparently, I have to block. I have to block the background downloader, my firewall somehow.
What? Isn't it like a
Because-
setting where you say like, I don't want you to download shit when I'm in a game?
Yeah, I checked that, but it still tries to download the patch data or something.
What if you put it
some
on
other
like
shit.
5 kilobyte or something?
I did it on one, and it doesn't seem to work. I have 300 ms all the time,
Okay.
which is a little
Are
inconvenient.
you set up as a point where other people can download from you as well? Because that's like one of the settings that they did, that they made like a torrent network as well. And that was like a choice where like you choose to be part of the torrent web or not, basically.
I'm pretty sure I disabled that.
Because otherwise, like other people could be, you know, leeching from you even though you get nothing. That could be DMS.
I mean, I even have never automatically apply updates checked as well.
Yeah, but there's a difference between applying the update and downloading it, I think. Actually, yeah, you could download it in the background without like patching it, I think. But you managed to sort it? No.
I don't think so, but whatever.
Heals, Bruta, are you guys here? You didn't get rest? Bertino?
Yep.
Hello.
Can I get a rest?
Do you have one? There's food, everything. Maybe the hammer is still up. Oh, it broke. Shit. Was it always like this, where it like dies, basically? Because it was just like, I think normally it's like moving, you know, the hammer is like smashing stuff. And now there was just like a puff of smoke. And it's gray when you mouse over, and you know, it looks sad and dead.
A hammer looks sad.
Yeah, pulling. Sad hammer.
Let's make him happy by killing
5,
Mistress. Should look GM.
3, 2, 1.
Wanted to be a hammerhead shark.
Watch your step.
4, 3,
It's tonight.
2, 1.
I think we
Defensive.
should stop hammering on this.
4, 3,
Per shot?
2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch wave.
Iliads. And come drop your fish. Come.
4,
Watch your step.
Someone still has it. Go stand on the tornado.
Taunt boss.
You still have it.
That's good, they're all dropped,
Watch your step.
Fields.
4, 3, 2.
Second shot
1.
is coming.
Bop me, please.
4,
1 second.
2,
You have it.
1.
Yeah.
Watch wave.
Finish off the ads. I'll pull them in.
3, 2, 1.
Don't let them cast, guys.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Stun fields.
4, 3, 2,
And third shot.
1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch wave.
Tornadoes, kill off the ads.
And drop your fish.
Taunt boss.
Drop your fish.
Boss.
You go.
We're gonna go
Go
towards
on
moon.
anything.
We're going towards moon.
Yeah.
Careful, let the fish come up.
I have reincarnate.
4,
Yeah,
3,
just
No, let's use it.
2.
Let's save the rest.
Then we have the rest.
I had to wait for the tornado.
Yep.
Don't forget about green, be careful.
Careful, move a bit further back.
Helen is stunned.
Defensive.
Herman did it.
Irene, you have Bob.
Look in the middle.
Bob
Yeah,
where?
yeah.
Didn't you bop her?
I did.
Bringing
Yeah,
to
but
shot.
this-
Didn't help.
That's
4,
unboppable, man.
What?
2, 1.
You
Oh,
can't.
it's
stun is
immunable.
Feet.
Diamond.
3, 2, 1.
Too close.
Taunt boss.
Towards the entrance. Helen, you have a rest.
Watch your step.
Okay, watch out for the fish in the middle now.
4.
And a shot
charging.
coming soon as well.
Move.
So,
2,
be quick.
1.
Okay, easy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bringing to shark.
Feed.
Defensive.
Okay. It's like when this happens,
4,
Wolf, just pull them
3,
away as well. You see that
2,
circle spawning there?
1.
You're gonna eat them. Just pull it away. Okay, stop.
3,
Spread them out.
2, 1.
Taunt boss.
Hills got super stunned.
Charging. Move.
How
Look
the
in the middle.
fuck did I got stunned?
I don't know.
I didn't soak just the green one.
40 seconds.
Bringing to shark.
It's fine.
Feed.
4, 3, 2.
Okay, next shot is
1.
coming.
4, 3, 2,
Spread
Drop
them.
at 40.
1.
Watch Phase your 3. step.
Moving after the shot. Kovac stunned.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Next shot soon.
Okay, stay like this.
3, 2, 1.
Moving fast.
Get heals up.
Defensive.
Gonna get the fish in the middle soon.
Charging. Move.
Don't forget, next drop is 25.
4.
Getting shots.
Stay in the middle as
And then tornadoes.
much as possible with boss.
Soften up the ads a little bit. Not too harshly though, 50. Spread out
Don't
a bit more
try
yellow.
try to pin some of them.
Okay, kill the ads.
Kill the ads.
Taunt boss.
Go boss.
Watch your
Fast.
step. Charging.
Yeah, once
Drop your
we've done
fish.
all this movement here, it's good. I'm running past,
Then stay back, you don't have to run.
but it'll come back, no worries.
4,
Fucking
Okay,
stupid.
3,
third shot is coming.
2, 1.
Tornadoes are still up, watch out. And soak.
4.
Careful on the ads, we need them. Stop.
3, 2, 1.
Defensive.
Keep the last one alive.
Don't.
Watch wave.
You can kill it.
It should be
good.
okay.
Yep, should be good.
Be fast there, I'm gonna move right.
Don't kill these ants. We
We
want
have,
them.
4,
we have shot plus
3,
wave. Look
charging,
for your survival
1.
first.
4.
Okay, on this side, on blue side.
1.
I'm gonna stop now.
And
Yeah, and I
soak.
got disconnected from the
Cool.
server.
Puddler shout. Just stabilize.
Careful, don't kill the low ant that we have.
To the middle.
Take to the middle.
1.
Ball
Kill the low
distribution.
ones.
Okay. Set.
Okay. Yeah,
Drop
you
the
can
fish
use
if
up
you
on
have
the
it.
ads.
Use
10%.
the
Only
puddles.
you have one Brutalina, drop one.
2,
Take a
Get
puddle.
the puddle.
1.
Just get the puddle.
Watch your step.
Soak.
Defensive.
Soak, 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 soak. Careful, they're really close to you
Charging.
guys.
Move.
And just stay alive now. Middle
Don't
fish.
forget your health stones.
Tornadoes soon, soften up the ads. Get them to 40%.
3.
Try to
Everyone on
get
the
in the middle
ads,
with the
on
boss.
the
I'll
ads.
try.
Just move her.
There's
Watch
just
wave.
tons of puddles here.
Doesn't matter. Everyone on
Kill
the
the
ads.
ads.
Nuke up the ads. Nuke, nuke, nuke the ads.
4,
3. 2.
2, 1.
Okay, move with it. We have one. It's good.
Oh, we have a lot of
We're
time.
ready to soak.
Taunt boss.
Stop. Boss is staying
Spread a
here.
bit and stop.
Boss is staying here.
Charging. Move.
Yeah, I got stunned. Okay, bark me. Give me. Give me, give me, give me.
Oh, what up?
Yeah, fish.
What? I wasn't
Giant
standing.
fish.
4, 3,
Fuck.
2.
It was the worst position for the fucking fish.
I
I was
think
an idiot
it's
as
worth
well.
moving in with the shots there. Because the fish is coming up, and if we move past the tornadoes, then we have more room to, you know, spread the little shots out.
I mean,
And to
I was
walk
stunned in it because the guy left of me was pretty close, but I don't know, was everyone else also stunned? As everyone took the crashing wave.
I wasn't stunned, but I had nowhere to go.
Oh well.
Sometimes you get lucky with the wave, or sometimes you get unlucky. This was a very unlucky one.
That was close though. 3%. It was looking good.
Yeah, it's
Get
good.
it next time.
It was stable. It's much better with the ads, much better in general. On the
We'll
later
get Maiden down
ones,
tonight.
yeah. On the later ones, they do still try to make the cross. Cause like this last one was kind of really tight, and the one before that was also very tight. So then if you're the one who has to soak the middle line, yeah, you're kind of fucked. Especially if the lines themselves are only like 10 yards out.
I agree with that, but on the later stages when we all spread out, everyone takes dot damage from because we pick up way more purple things.
True.
And if everyone takes the purple dot, especially if the healer's down, we can't deal with that without a cooldown.
Well, maybe it's worth it then to just let that one guy die or something.
Possibly, but
Instead of trying to go for it. Pulling.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yup, yup.
Watch your step.
4, 3,
And move.
2, 1.
Defensive. 4, 3,
First
2,
shot.
1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch wave.
Kill the fish and drop.
By the way, orange was way too close here, especially for you, Kovacs. You're fucking range.
Watch your step.
2.
Make that 20 yards.
Right.
Taunt boss. Watch your step.
Fields and run.
4, 3, 2,
Second shot.
1.
Dispel Stormzy, please.
4,
I need a pop on below it,
Orange.
2,
so I can
1.
take the buff.
Watch
Helen
wave.
stunned.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Kill the ad.
Defensive.
Make sure you buff
Keep an eye
Helen.
on Helen, guys.
I got
Stun
Helen.
fields.
Watch your step.
Thank you.
4, 3, 2,
Third shot is coming.
1.
Four,
4,
3,
3.
2,
He's up on the
1.
ads. Tornado is
Watch
here.
wave.
Go in the middle.
Kill the ads.
Taunt boss.
Kill the ads and drop your fish. Fast.
Watch your step.
Okay. Towards the right here, orange wise.
Okay, now kill everything.
3, 2,
Well,
1.
move out,
Fast,
everything's
don't eat
here.
them. Spread out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Defensive. Charging. Move.
Careful in the middle. Ready to feed.
Bringing to shark.
And the
After this one, Burrito.
2,
Okay.
1.
keep feeding.
4, 3,
One more. Keep feeding. Come on.
1.
Taunt
That's Pokemon.
boss.
That was a
Watch
good
your
job,
step.
Pablo.
Safe.
Why, man?
You got eaten by
4.
the fish.
Charging. Move. 2, 1.
Middle fish. Use the purple puddles to drop your shit.
4,
Yeah, it was too late.
2, 1.
Bringing to shark.
Go feed.
Defensive.
Can we take the fish?
You have 7%.
Yes. 40.
Yeah, after second.
3,
Brutal.
Third shot is
I
coming.
miscounted.
1.
Spread him out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Taunt boss.
Go boss.
Charging. Move.
Careful in the middle.
Kiko, can you drop a soul well anywhere?
And feed.
Watch your
Phase
step.
3.
Keep feeding.
Four.
Okay, shot
three,
soon.
2.
Remember not to do too much damage to the next ads.
Yeah, we want them.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Defensive.
We will fish soon as well.
Charging. Move.
I'll move into middle in a sec.
I have some fish with me here.
4.
Okay, shot is
3,
coming.
2. 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Tornadoes after.
Watch wave.
Yep.
And drop a fish
Soften up,
afterwards as well.
add a little bit.
Look the fish.
Taunt boss. Charging.
I have a gap.
Move.
And be quick here.
Watch your step.
Purple
I can go left.
easy.
Go towards.
4,
Last.
3, 2, 1.
Next shot.
Don't kill that. Don't kill that.
I
Take
will
the ads
revive
out,
this.
otherwise we'll take the ads out of it.
2,
I can't.
Okay.
I need to taunt her.
Get them in the middle.
Watch wave.
We're keeping the rest
Don't
for
kill
now.
the new ones. We already killed the old ones. Unless we need to.
Need
Oh,
to
no,
kill the heads.
we have patch. We have a patch, we have a patch.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine.
No, we have room. We have room.
Right.
4, 3.
Come to me.
Charging. Move. 1.
Careful in the middle. And soak.
I'm just
I'll
moving a
solo
little
soak
bit.
mine.
It
I'm gonna
was
stop now.
keep
Go
it
away
spread
from
out, guys.
purple.
I'll solo soak circle as well. Circle is solo soaking.
4,
Aura mastery.
3,
Well, we have to
Nuke
kill
the
the
ads.
new ads, so
Nuke
kill
the
them hard.
ads. Nuke the
Drop the
ads.
fish if you have it.
Watch wave.
Yeah, it's coming.
Chico, can you pop a soul well anywhere?
4, 3,
Shot
When did
coming.
the fish next drop?
stop. 1.
Okay.
Shocks.
We have a tiny gap here.
Defensive.
And stay like this. Soak.
Charging. Move.
And check your feet for the big fish now. Purple. Fire cloud shout, please.
Damage the ads, by the way.
3,
Tornado.
2,
Yeah, go
1.
hard on the ads. Really hard. Everybody
Watch
swaps.
wave.
Here, this one is low. Kill it. Skull.
Nuke the edge, fast, fast, fast.
4,
No, it's fine. I've got Kupsei.
1.
We have a patch this way.
Yep. We have a patch. Back on the
Torn
bus.
boss.
Got boss.
Gonna move.
Going towards blue. Get in the gap. Get with me. And stay like this. Soak.
Charging. Move.
Kill the
Stay on the
king.
boss.
Save
Stay on the boss. It's fine instead.
2,
Just kill the bitch.
Watch
Um,
wave.
No, don't move anything. Just kill
That-
the
Not
that-
I have the such woe.
Good, 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 good.
All
Good.
this
Beasts are
to
fucking
give
overpowered.
the fucking IKEA Thunder the legendary.
Nice solo to Grandmaster.
Hey, got my pants.
Fucking guy healer.
Yes.
IKEA.
Even Warforged. Congrats.
Oh,
That must be a pretty good luck for first
Artifact
points.
power. Yay.
Man, you're playing an overpowered character. I quit. This is bullshit.
Get Neo resin, please. if
That's
you can.
why I always root for the underdog.
Well, I don't know how you guys feel, but this felt way better than last time, and the times before that.
This feels way better than the last 2 weeks, you know.
It just, I don't know. It just feels more like we decide when shit happens instead of the boss decide.
No.
Get anything good?
Didn't drop the trinket.
Oh no, shit.
What I do again with relic if I want to reroll it? Because
Biz-
I
just- so
but
if it's biz, if it already has like the biz, and you would look at it as biz, independent of what it rerolls, like the lucky reroll, just put it as biz. If it's
'cause
just
I-
like an
'cause
upgrade, just put it.
I have the best extra trades, but the trade from some of the usual trade isn't that good. But
Mm-hmm.
so just to upgrade.
Just put it as an upgrade then. Yeah, if you're not sure if it's gonna be a definite upgrade, like a big upgrade, then just put as upgrade. If you can already see from the shit dropping, oh, it's a huge eye level increase and it already has a good trade, just base it. And then if your second trade is shit, well, yeah, that's just tough luck. You can't know that in advance. So.
Can you trade it after you check it with the crucible?
No,
No, you can't.
sadly you cannot. So it's purely lottery. What time is it?
Are we
Yeah, we still have time.
doing
I don't
heroic
know.
or are we doing mistress?
Well, you guys think about
Maiden.
it.
Let's go Maiden.
We'll go
Let's
talk
go
about it.
Bye, Dennis.
Can I shit out, Maiden?
Well, no.
Deleting Warriors 2017.
We're gonna do the loot first.
Cannot see him.
Who are we missing on voice?
No
Missing
Jeeves?
Someone.
Jeeves, yes?
Jeeves?
Jeeves, por isso?
Use? Wolf, where did you put the repair bot thingy?
Next to me.
Which is...
Behind her, actually.
Oh yeah, there.
I'm missing best, by the way.
Yep, we are missing best on voice. Not beset, best. Right. Hello.
Hey.
Welcome best. Instead of welcome back. Right, we're just gonna pull it, right? Don't know if we had to go into a lot of chatter around what needs to happen or not.
The main thing,
Was everyone here
the main
first?
thing what went wrong the last time was because nobody soaked the puddles in the melee group.
It's just like heroic.
Except
Only
you have
harder.
both colors on one side. So were there people that weren't here last time who absolutely have
Yes.
no clue on what needs to happen?
I have a clue what needs to happen, except the groups.
You have a clue.
Yes, I have a clue.
You mean the groups aren't set in stone? They're kinda loose?
Yeah.
One.
So the way we do it is that the ranged stay on the wrong side. And looking at the count of players we have, the healers will also do that. So that means, I guess, actually it's probably enough if we just have the ranged. If we get unlucky, it's bad. So have the ranged and healers stay on the wrong side. So if you have the Fel, the Fusion, and your Melee, you're on the green side of the boss. If you have the Fel and Fusion and your ranged, on the yellow side of the boss. And obviously if you have the Light and Fusion as Melee, you're on the right side of the boss, but as ranged, you're on the green side of the boss. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't mix the colors. Whenever we get like the spontaneous fragmentation, it'll drop a debuff on some person. You'll have to move away from it, and people of the opposite color will have to pick it up to prevent it from exploding. You'll also get a damage buff for picking it up, so good stuff, good stuff. And when we run back, just pick up the orbs of your color, avoid all of the other orbs, and don't let any orbs get through.
Did we come up with like a specific movement, like a set movement to do for like the melee, for like in the range to come in? Like do we want to say all the melee go to the right and then the range come in and something like that? Or?
So the like when she moves over, obviously just the range move over to the side, so the melee can take the fast track along the middle to get to the boss quickly and start sucking the orbs and DPSing the boss. During the first phase, like we'll start on green, everyone, and then if you don't have the right colors, like if you need to switch, then you obviously switch over to the other side and so on. Just try and be a bit together and move. We did realize that it switched, like that it alternates now, the fragmentation, so that should help a lot with like figuring out where it is and doing it properly.
One other thing as well. If you're, so let's say you're arranged, right, and you get the bomb and you have to go in, so you're here on the opposite color, I suggest that people just jump in here at this distance, basically, instead of going to where the melee would be, because otherwise it'll become a clusterfuck. if people from
Yep.
different colors are trying to jump in from this one spot. So it's better if you have like all the guys with the correct color jump in like here, and people that are more towards the back like actually jump in more towards the back, so you keep it separate.
And when he says jump in, he means just run in.
Yeah, run off.
So just run off at like 1.5 seconds left.
Okay, gonna ready check, gonna pull. Remember that this is a boss where you basically wipe it in 5 seconds if anything
So
goes
stack on
wrong,
green.
right? So
Or alternatively, you can stack on bank as well. Also works.
But she doesn't have an aggro radius or what?
Oh, she does, but it's quite small.
It's tiny.
I can't stack on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, same.
I can't charge from there. Too close.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a charge and so on, it's no problem if you look for that. melee.
Heals.
We just don't want to have range to be too far back, so melee have to run miles to get to the soaking and so on. If it like spawns on one of the back persons or back people.
Okay.
No, heals now.
And
You're here. Oh, okay.
we had the tanks solo all of the slams.
How fast do you reckon we're gonna wipe now?
30 seconds.
30.
Yep.
I say 15. I say 15.
Maybe on the first ball.
Let's wipe already.
Damn it, hell.
Oh, waiting for heals.
For Frodo.
I think we can make heals die while
Of
he's
course we
AFK.
can.
We'll make everybody
Nothing to be
die.
proud of.
Did we have a second cauldron?
Yes.
Yep.
For sure.
It's still up.
It's still
so
there,
if
actually,
you're quick,
if you're
you
fast.
can go nab it to
Go, go,
purple.
go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Much
We don't want
cooler.
to wipe without him.
From yesterday.
She's pretty hot.
Did we did some people actually change specs or anything like for Mistress, by the way?
Yes,
or,
I did.
Or was there just like more quote unquote discipline?
I did.
I unequipped my bell. Nah, I'm joking. I never use it except on Argentine.
Arcane. But we had no problems all across the board, though.
Back guys.
Aha,
No,
okay.
Kovacs was okay.
That would be interesting to check that then. Alright, just gonna pull. I'm hoping everyone is still
But
here.
you're using that belt on a single target fight, Dennis?
Dennis is crazy, man.
Oh.
This fucking warrior every time.
2, 1.
Okay,
Maybe
check
I
your
had
colors
it
and switch
on all the
immediately.
Spell infusion
Switch
on you.
immediately.
Watch your step.
Oh shit.
It's on light side, down as the
Move,
circuit.
move, thank you.
Light side fell, melee come out, someone come out, someone come out.
Yeah, I don't have my talents or my trinkets or anything, so
Okay.
it's fine. But yeah, you have to move quick, Ben, because
And light side again, someone tell us to go out to the back. And range shouldn't be that far away, so melees don't have to run across the world. And it's light on melee. Get away from it. Okay. And don't run over people when you can.
Melly has to move if you have the thing on the L.
Don't release.
Wrong side outside. Okay.
Wrong side outside, man.
Yes, that's what it says. Wrong side outside.
So a rim job, basically.
So what were you? You were you were green or what?
1 minute. 2 seconds.
Have to be stationary. What?
I can't move with Natharian's Fury.
Oh.
It's a 3-second cast. You're like standing in the middle, and I'm like,
The channel, right?
it's a channel, yeah.
I need to check something on log.
And if I move, it gets interrupted, and then I get smacked.
Why are you using fists? It's fine. Don't waste them.
It's a mistake. I'll stop after this one. Don't worry.
One moment.
8 marks.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, can you share the weak aura, please? Do we have a weak aura for this?
Yeah. I have a weak aura.
Yeah.
Is it bad if I forgot to switch my gear since Hargitan yesterday?
Is it still broken or what?
Basically, Dennis was using the AoE build on Mistress.
All the fucking time.
Like I said, this warrior.
Yeah.
Every time.
See, Dennis, you switched your race. Now me and Rain can't settle straight between the fights.
Yeah.
Does
Holy
that
shit.
help with the marker on Val?
I ain't even proud of that. How did this happen?
Let's go.
Wait,
Let's ready up quickly.
let me finish importing the weak aura. It's pretty big.
Oh, yeah. Down.
This is a big one.
Didn't you get it the last time we were here?
I wasn't here the last time.
It was quite long ago since we last killed Mistress, but
It's been 2 weeks, I think, or 3 now. I'm
More,
not sure.
I think 4.
No,
feels
not
like a
4.
decade.
Not 4.
We failed to kill her 2 weeks in a row, and this is the third week, but
This
we
is
killed
the
her.
third one, so yeah.
Okay.
2 weeks.
What are you talking about?
Yay, let's go. I'm ready.
Then
It's
best
exactly 3 weeks ago. Exactly.
3 weeks ago.
Because
20 days ago.
Because I killed Mistress on the 5th of this month. So
Are you talking about Mistress? It's 20 days ago.
Can we go?
Well, we're still waiting on best on Ariel. On Ariel only now.
You're a goof, yeah.
Look at the soul well.
Okay.
What's up with the soul? Oh.
Let's revisit the marker thing after we.
Okay, focus up.
4,
Stack on green,
3,
ranged as well.
2, 1.
Check your colors and quickly switch to your
Light
side.
infusion on you. Watch 4, your step. 3, 2.
Fell on
back
green side.
I got it.
Run away.
Next
Watch
one should be
your
holy. Holy on green side. Remember, you can't touch other people.
Claire.
Oops, sorry.
Well, that was fast.
What are you even doing there?
So in general, it helps if everyone tries and be super stacked most of the time, and then just move together. So don't spread out across around the boss. Just hoping that it's not under you. Just stick together. Be on the close rail. If the pool spawns under you, switch to the other rail.
23 seconds.
Cobra, when you're talking about 8 marks, do you mean like to add a mark like this for the range group, basically, and then do the same on all the sides as well, or?
Yeah, but a bit more compromised on this.
Yeah.
A bit closer to the boss.
So basically, put the green one closer, put the yellow one closer, and like do something like this, sort
Yeah.
of like this ish.
Why?
Then you just stack on the markers, range and melee, and you move.
You
when
can just stack
you
on
have-
just stack on each other with the where's the thing, and then move it, then move.
Yeah, but it makes
can
it very
stack.
easy to call out where the circles are.
Yeah, but there's only one. But then if you call out and then we move to the right, there's a new one. So
it doesn't really matter to me. I don't know how Val thinks about it. Whatever makes it easier for you guys, honestly. Or since he's doing most of the callouts anyway, whatever
I mean,
goes.
whatever
I don't
people
really care.
understand. Like, I don't know. Seems very simple to me.
Yep. Everything seems simple to me as well, but I'll probably get smacked a couple of times by the boss.
Kinda like jumping into a group with a shark on you.
Yeah.
It was amazing yesterday, come on.
Just gonna pull. Oh.
Did anyone record that?
That's scary. I
That
think
should
I
be on our website.
I should have it with the shark. I'll try to pull it out and.
That should be on our website, seriously.
Don't forget to edit the name like really poorly and make it like
Somebody,
Greylock.
we did this. to me.
Best GM world.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm afraid to move.
What did you say, Wolf?
Okay, check your infusion.
I got disconnected. What the
Check your
hell?
sides.
Watch your step. 3,
Fell one.
1.
Melee
In
has
the
to go
back
good.
of mine.
I never get to
That was
survive.
fast.
Watch your
That
step.
was even faster.
Jump in pit.
Rain,
I
get
get-
rid of your babu, please.
I got disconnected and I
I'm
was
not, I'm not risking it. It bugs here and sometimes shoots me off.
Maybe it was me.
Shoots you off.
Did the circle now actually pop up under green? Was that what happened, or?
It was with holy range here.
Yeah, like range should be closer to the boss. That Melee don't have
Oh,
to move as
fuck.
far, but it wasn't a circle that killed anyone.
The ones who get fell
From the range.
from the range of healers use my portal, so we can all stack up on one spot.
I know, Padre, I know.
What? Man, you can't do that. We didn't get the joke.
I fell down.
What?
I'm trying to drop Dennis down for like 5 minutes now. But instead I fell.
That's what you get, man. That's what you get.
It's hard to drop that big torrent.
It
Can
says you
you-
have a rest pending, Dennis.
Okay, and then I'll just release.
You're gobbling up all the balls, aren't you, Rain?
No, I'm fine, man. Calculated. Look, I made it.
Calculated gobbling. No.
There is no such thing
As a calculator?
I'm pretty
as a
sure there
calculated
is.
goblin.
How far is Dennis? Maybe worth this?
I mean, not the rain.
Whatever.
I meant heals.
Now worth
Sorry,
someone
Rain.
I'm
He's
almost
fast.
there.
I ain't giving
He has
my
that
summon.
big Torrent stride.
He's
You remember in
using,
beta when Torrent used to have
Wow.
planes running?
Yeah, he's
The
using
rain
the
almost
shoulders,
made me
triple
jump off.
jumps.
Rain,
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I have him on bank.
I won't be the. Whoop, never mind.
Wait, someone switched me. Don't fucking do that, you asshole.
Yeah, I almost fell off as well.
Try not to kill people. When you try to get
Oh,
in.
let's
Alright,
focus a bit.
pulling.
Like, it's a bit embarrassing that we can't get past this.
Yeah, that's true, to be honest.
Don't worry, well, it happens sometimes to
5,
everyone.
4,
So stack up a ring.
3, 2, 1.
Check your colors and get into
Fellow
position.
infusion on you. Watch your step. 3,
Fell one back.
Fell
One.
on fell side.
Shockwave.
Ellie has to take it.
I got it.
Watch your
And
step.
Holy's coming next.
Holy.
Go away.
On fell side. Range
I'll
have to
take
get it. And Fella's coming next.
Watch your step.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Watch your step.
And
So,
last
Fella,
fragment.
get it?
Run away.
Fell side.
Run away.
Oh, careful, Draylock.
And range go out to the
Phase
side.
change.
So Melee can pass you.
What? It dropped me down.
Jump
How?
in pit.
Oh, come on. That was just...
The bubble, man, it fucked you.
No. I had no
middle.
bomb.
I am middle.
I had bomb.
Did anybody see? Because I had middle and I saw 3 people running in the middle.
Jump in phase change.
When it
Yeah,
phases...
Dennis, please don't be so eager to pick up everything.
If
He
it
likes
says free
his
for all,
balls,
it says
man.
free for all. What the hell does that mean?
Free for all means
Then
you don't have a
to do
specific
anything.
assignment. So
If you
you
have free
just
for all,
pick whichever lane you want.
If you have free for all, don't do anything because we had signed in the middle.
Yeah, just go stand in the line.
No, just
and
pick a lane.
Just soap whichever one.
Yeah.
But try to soap with other people ideally, typically, I guess. So that more people get the buffs.
Okay.
But the buff isn't the main concern. The main concern is just that nothing gets through and that nobody dies.
Yeah, I mean,
Plenty of damage anyway, as long as we
that's what I
manage
was
it.
trying to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Pick up every holy that I could. But yeah, okay.
Best Resurino. Best Arena. Pulling.
Why? With
Helen?
half HP.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And check your colors.
Fell infusion on you.
Get into position immediately.
Watch your step. 3.
It's light.
2, 1.
And fell on the light side. Fell on light side. Range have to go in or
Watch your step.
light on fell side now.
Watch your step.
I died.
People are running.
No shit.
So we'll always have a fell and then a light and then a fell and then a light and then a fell and then a light. So it'll either be on like at the back on the fell side, then Melly will have to go out and take it, or it'll be at the front on the light side for the first one, and then range will have to go in. And it'll just keep alternating between the colors.
My potion is still on cooldown.
Yep.
Do you use potions?
My avatar is
This-
still in cooldown.
This reminds me of Dark Animus on Heroic, which is the new mythic. Do you remember that?
Yep,
Yes.
I do.
Instantly dies, and then everyone rests. Instantly dies, everyone rests. Instantly dies, and then we have a cooldown on rest.
Nice.
I'm real worried by my repair cost. Who can I send it to?
It doesn't go up so quickly, to be honest.
What's up?
No, I meant, he said, what? Who can I send it to? And I said, thank
Oh, okay.
you.
Yeah, my repair bill.
Trying to be funny.
You failed.
Man.
Jerk.
Oh. Oh snap.
I'm doing paint in the meantime. Don't know if Heels is already back or not.
MS Paint. What are you painting?
Yeah, I'm doing paint because I don't want people to run over me anymore.
Happy accidents.
No, man. Fuck happy accidents.
Paint a little bit of a 3 here, a brush over there.
Right. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull. Yeah,
5,
whisper it.
4,
Actually, he's dead.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Switch to your colors.
Fell infusion on you.
Fellow up coming
Watch
first.
your step. 3,
Some melee somewhere.
1.
Circuit.
Shockwave.
Was it the holy one?
Yeah, that was
Watch
holy
your step.
from what I saw.
Rip.
Yeah.
Also,
Watch your step.
Okay, maybe it doesn't always start with Felon, and it just starts with something random, and then switches to.
I think it's random because I sometimes see 3 on one side.
Which side it's on is definitely random, but the color certainly alternates.
Yeah,
even if
but
it doesn't.
I've seen sometimes that I got when we were moving as a group and there was spawning like 3 circles in like 2 seconds or something.
That's the
Yeah,
No,
that's
swirlies.
different.
that's the
That's different.
swirlies. That's something different. The swirlies nobody wants to touch, and the circles you want to circle if you have the right color for it.
Everybody, you
Nope.
got you have a res.
Thank you. Nah, we don't, Helen. They're so fast that the game just gives us a pass, you know?
Yes, we can drive all night for free.
Exactly. Right, do you see the amazing paint?
Good lord.
What the hell is that?
It's this fight, man! What the fuck?
Punk Illuminati confirmed?
Come
That's
on.
a strange looking tit, man.
Man, it's not a fucking tit, Jesus. And plus,
Oh.
it's only 2 rings. I didn't even draw the middle, extra band in the middle. But
That's what I said.
seriously,
That's why I said it's
you
strange.
see like the 2 yellow legs and the 2 green legs, like that's where you guys move through. You see that upper circle thing? That's where I and Wolf move into. You guys don't go in there.
What are you
But
talking
what about when it turns to the other side? When
Well, just flip the picture, you know? Just
Okay.
flip the picture. It's the same
Drop a
shit.
summoning stone.
Where's the picture?
In the old chat.
All
In the what?
all chat
In
on
Discord.
Discord.
How about you draw another one for the other side?
What are
No.
the colors? Blue, yellow, green, red?
Well, yeah.
Okay, good. I see them all.
Yes.
I don't see it. Where is it?
Ah, Jesus Christ. Plus, like the blue one and
That's
the
why I
red
never
one,
draw the same symbol.
they are just basically the opposite color where the range go, right? So like with the jumping, oh, you guys jump in at the back, blue jumps in at the back, yellow and green, they jump in at the front, right? That's all that signifies. But it's just like for the melee, you know? So the melee have the freedom of movement between like the 2 yellow legs or the 2 green legs, not into the tank ring. So like basically if you have to delimit it like here, tanks are like at moon and they have like freedom of movement like from moon to purple and like to red, you know, and you guys don't go there basically.
Five.
1 minute
4,
now. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
New record.
Light infusion on you.
Got us.
Watch 4, your step. 3, 2, 1.
It's in the back.
Help soak.
Fell side.
Run away. Watch your step. Run away.
And holy
Back.
on holy side.
Yellow.
So melee. Come out. Good. Next one is incoming.
Watch your
Should
step.
be fell.
4,
The back again.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Watch your step. Jump in pit.
fast heals. We're gonna go for as long as it remains fun while we're actually here now.
I can only stay until 11.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oops. Why are we lusting on pull now?
Why not?
Confusion on you.
Go to your sides.
Watch
First
step.
spell incoming.
3,
It's
2,
spell.
1.
Melee.
Help soak.
Second
Run
spell
away.
incoming.
Watch your step. Run away.
Holy at the
Holy,
back on
at
Holy.
the back on Holy.
Third one incoming. Should be fell
Watch
again.
your step.
4, 3,
I think it was
2,
melee.
1.
4, 3.
Fourth one incoming.
Watch your step. Jump in
One.
pit.
Should be fellow.
Yeah, we
Holy,
definitely have
on
three,
the Holy
three
back
heroes
on
Holy
in
at the
there.
back at Holy, yeah. And range get out to the sides. Let melee pass.
Move back. Thank you. I'm gonna go grab this one.
Why did
Mr.
we die?
Point, outside is outer circle, right?
Yep.
I guess.
Yeah, should be.
Phase change. This is
Sounds
basically
better.
all the fight.
This is all of the fight, yes.
Yep.
Repeat this twice and that's it.
75%. Jesus, we're so good.
Yes. I'm gonna
Do
run.
we keep using Bloodlust and Pool or
Yes,
at this
why
phase?
not?
So
No.
normally the
No.
timing is ideal to use it on the second time we run. Because then you can poppy cooldowns at the start if you don't get a lot from the debuffs and should be back up for the second time, like the 3-minute cooldowns.
By the way, this
We're
wasn't
still
actually
practicing
the whole
phase
fight.
1.
You have a double of the phase that we had before, the one we had to run and grab all the boss. That's half of what it is in the next time. It does 2 infusion phases after
Yep.
the first one.
It's 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 2 minutes.
Yeah. So you have to deal with the, helping each other out kind of thing for twice as long.
Oh snap.
We have to
Oh,
help
no,
each
I
other.
cannot.
What kind of a game is this?
I wanted
Solo
to help
player.
other people, I would have rolled a healer. I used to be a healer.
It's like the game Brothers, man, where you help the other brother out.
I'm not helping anyone.
What
I
about
didn't know
sisters?
this is a team game.
No, I think the game's called Brothers, not Sisters. Stormzy?
Can we put?
We've already killed sisters.
Helen, do you not see the question mark?
Sisters are dead indeed.
Okay,
Rolling.
everyone's ready.
Five, four, three,
You mean Sister Shazin
1.
or Mistress of the Moon?
Fell infusion
Check your
on
colors.
you. Watch your step. 3,
Fell
Fell,
on
back in
kill
fell,
side,
side, back.
1. Shockwave.
I was like
Get it.
standing on it and then
Yeah, I know, I saw.
Holy
so it's
on far
Holy
side.
in front.
Watch your step.
4,
working as intended, really.
1.
It was just trying to tell you that you're not that fat. Heard you complain about mistress.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a beneficial spell, it will not let me pick it. If it's yeah, you know.
Okay, I have a question. So the circle can spawn at 4 locations, right?
It spawns under a player. It can spawn under any player.
I mean, melee group, either cover, ranged, either cover.
Yep.
If assume that everybody is stacked, so it will be 4 places.
Yep.
Can we have 4 calls for each of those places? So Either melee knows that they should run away from the orb or soak it, and vice versa.
I mean, we can, but isn't like it working like just like saying back on fell side, back on holy side. So I mean, I can't always see it. Like if I'm on the opposite side of the boss, I won't necessarily be able to see it on the other side.
I think what we
properly.
should do is like Val, if we have you, so you are always calling one, right? At least on your side. If we have
Yup.
just one other guy call out on your opposite side, it should
It'll be
fix
good.
the communication. Because like right now it's
I'm
like 4 or
currently
5
trying
people
to do
calling
that.
it.
I mean,
As you may
everyone
have
should be watching the feed
noticed.
anyway. Like you can't get hit by swirlies, you can't stand on the thing, and you have the circuit. So
Rhine
Yeah,
and Wolf.
Wolf, Rain.
Yeah. Hi.
And try to make
Hello,
room
man.
for the guys who have to soak, so you don't walk in each
The
other.
fuck is that?
It's a good thing I don't have feet. Ooh, so
But I do think it's actually better if people are like, you know, clumped up in that group, because it makes things more visible and you can just move as a unit.
I mean, we can try like moving the marks a little bit, but then and have people like actually really stand on top of them, unless they have to go away to soak.
Yeah, I mean, they should only be fragmented once they get the swirlies under them, which forces them to move away. But after that, they just need to stack back up again.
And keep in mind that you will have to get away quickly after like soaking them, so that people that get the debuff during the unstable soul can move out and without having to worry about running over people.
Which should work, because like say, you see where you have Moon here, right? If we have where I'm standing here, is basically the drop-off point for the guys who would jump in that are green. And then here would be the drop-off point for the guys that have like yellow, which are on green side. So if that guy has to come in, and then there's a guy from green that has to drop off, he just moves towards this. So as long as they move towards the pit, like it doesn't matter, because the people on the edge here are the ones that are gonna drop in anyway. And then if the other guys are moving here and then they get the bomb, they can also drop in. And if they just move here, there will be no chance of exploding, because the only other guys that are here are the same color as you. So maybe I should need to make more paints. Put more arrows on it.
definitely.
Oh, Brutalina is here. And it was only him, so let's go. Let's put that like
So you
right.
shouldn't be further away than the yellow or green marker from the boss at any point in time.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fell infusion
Colors.
on you. Watch your
First
step.
soak incoming.
3, 2, 1.
Some back on the yellow side.
Shockwave.
Second soak incoming.
Watch your
First
step.
wolf.
I will call
Front on fell side. I mean holy side.
Okay, we grass real
Watch
fast.
your step.
Next one.
Anyway.
Holy on fell
Holy
side.
on fell.
Get back on your markers. People aren't on the markers.
Watch your step.
Fell green.
Run away.
Green mark. You need to get away from the green mark if you hold him.
And get to the side.
Phase change.
So melee can get through.
What? Ew.
Phase change.
What happened? Man, this fight is such a clusterfuck. Cursor, you're dead on the floor there.
I died from falling.
They're from falling in the pit, right?
Yeah, I
Oh,
jumped
after
in
the
the
explosion.
pit.
No, that's why you got jumped at that. Yeah. Okay. Nah, I thought I ran over your corpse maybe, and that triggered something, or I don't know.
Clear area? Did you get the reses?
Oh yeah, sorry.
So really try and like refocus on the marks whenever like the rallies have ended and so on. That you get back to the mark and just be stacked up and then move away whenever like there's a
No,
fragment spawning or
motherfucker,
scrolling
don't kill
coming.
the fish. Where is it? There it is. I won't let you suicide the fish.
You can't.
Let's go kick this.
I want fish.
Oh man, you get made. Don't kick the fish. Don't fucking kick the fish.
5.
Don't kick the
4,
baby.
3, 2, 1.
Check your
Light
colors.
infusion on you.
I'm starting.
Watch
4.
your step. 3,
First one.
Move, Baxia,
Holy.
please move from there.
Help soak. Run away. Watch
Second
your
one.
run away.
Fell side, the back,
green.
the fell.
There's a stack up here at
Oh.
red as well.
Watch your step.
4, 3,
Holy on new moon.
4,
Again.
3,
Watch your step. Jump in
One.
pit.
We're like half dead.
So Kiku, you should be catching the orb for people.
Yeah, but
Okay.
If you want to continue, sorry. But yeah, I just
thought-
No, it was pretty much a wipe. But
Phase change.
I think I saw somebody backpedal.
Was it the tank? Was it the tank? And even
Yes. I think Wolf was backpedaling from the orb.
what orb?
What?
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
Because I
it was
wasn't moving.
It was somebody else then. Who was
It probably
backpedaling from the
was.
orb. Other than that, it was fine.
Pulling. Oh my god, Cobra is
5,
gone.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fell
check your
infusion
colors
on
and switch to your marks.
Watch your
Switch
step.
quickly. Don't wait for
3,
it.
2, 1.
Infernal, come closer.
Shockwave.
You're too far back.
Watch your step.
Light side for Fel.
3, 2,
Jump in
1.
pit. Watch your step.
Holy
Light-
and fell
Light
side.
sword again.
Watch your step.
On green marker.
Run away. Run away.
And get out of the way
Phase
of
change.
tanks and melee.
Shit.
Nope. I saw that.
Yeah, I was looking for that green orb that
Phase
Best
change.
picked up, and then I froze.
It's okay, man. A lot of people can't perform under pressure when other people are watching and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
I do still want people to be more stacked on the markers. So like there's no reason to make like a big line or something. Just makes it less clear for people where they can move and where they are.
No. Yeah, basically when I pull, I just look at the color I have and I go stand on red or on moon. That's it. Then I go out, go deal with the tank shit. After that, I go back on the collar.
Oh, Ricky.
But make sure that you actually keep the gap, because on like the last pull here, I saw Infernal far back. There was some others far back. Like basically the line moon. Well, there's no colors left, but the line was just going as far as this, basically. So if one guy in
Cobra.
green takes a step, then it's boom, boom, boom everywhere.
Yeah, people should move away from swordless only sideways.
Yeah, exactly.
From the inside to the outside, or from the outside to the inside.
And that's again what I mean with, I think, in my opinion, that going towards the middle is always going to be safe if you stick on the line. So if you are if you're supposed to be on moon and you move towards where I am, there should only be people here of your color. If you do the same at this one, only people here that are going to be yellow. Same on the other side. So it should be 100% safe. Gonna pull.
Five, four, three, two, one. Felon fusion on
Go to your
me.
colors. Be on the marks.
Step three,
First fragment.
one. Shockwave.
I'm back on moon, guys. It's past. Stack back up.
Watch your step.
Second fragment. It's wholly behind green. It's under you, Kovacs.
Watch your step.
Third fragment. It's wholly. Should have been a moon. Get back on your colors.
Watch your step.
Fourth fragment.
Val, light side.
Phase change.
Jesus.
Oh, we're all dead?
Is there a ball not soaked? Is that why we die?
Oh no, it's people soaking one wrong ball. That's killing us. So they soak a wrong ball and touch someone else, and we go pew pew.
That's why I like Starboy. At least you know who fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, it.
You know what I did now?
You fucked up?
No, I did heroic leap directly on top of, I mean, through somebody, well, not through, but over somebody that was opposite color, and I didn't get.
Didn't trigger? Nice.
Nope.
That's cool.
Pretty fascinating, yeah.
I'll need a repair from red. Anyone?
I got.
Okay.
Where is the repair bot?
Back here. Next to Iriel.
Fucking idiot.
Where is it?
I'm
Yeah.
hungry.
I got it. Me too. Well, you can't eat hammers, man.
I know. But I can go and eat fried chicken.
Yes.
I have to order something as well. I still wait to finish this.
Iriel
You
and
eat
the rain?
at this hour?
Oh, it's 11:20.
Order.
Iriel, you here as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Pulling then.
Did you have to leave, like?
No, we didn't, Raylo. Shut up.
Come on.
No, this is
Five,
good.
4, 3, 2, 1. Light infusion.
Check your colors and get on your markers.
Watch your step. 3, 2, 1.
First one.
Help soak.
That's it.
Run away.
It was on us.
Watch your step. Run away.
Second one.
Light side, fell.
Best.
Watch your step.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Check if you took the hit, Best. I think you triggered it. I'm not 100%.
No, I don't think it was me.
It wasn't best.
Curse, do you know if you triggered it?
I don't know.
Did you have what color were you? Because I saw one on my side here.
Green.
You were green. Okay, I wasn't looking at that one. I don't know.
Yes, it was cursed, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Smiley face. Like what? Okay, gonna pull.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Light infusion
Check
on
your
me.
colors.
Watch your step.
First one on green.
Hell. Fell on green. Fell on green.
Run away. Watch your step.
Second one on moon.
Watch your step.
Third one
4,
on
3,
cross.
2, 1.
4, 3,
Watch
And
your
fourth
step.
one
Jump in
1.
pit.
on moon or something. Get out of the way so now we can pass.
Phase change.
What?
Did somebody touch?
Did you see that, Rain?
Yeah.
I dropped that in front of you.
Why am I not dying?
Phase change.
Because you're
Because
amazing.
Two
you
people
got
provided.
There was no bubble.
Range should
Maybe
go
you're drained.
row and melee near the ring, so we can pass safely.
So range to go outside and now go in the middle. You also want to move as early as possible. Like you can even move before she actually jumps. Like when she starts the cast, almost like a second before the cast. Just start moving so that you're out and ahead of the way. You don't have to wait until she actually jumps over. Just go past the halfway before she's jumped, otherwise you'll get stunned excessively long.
And don't forget if you're like on the opposite color, you're in no rush, right? You just wait, let other people pass. You're just closing the rows. Plenty of time. Yeah, we are. We're slowly learning. We went from 5-second wipe to, 30 seconds wipe or 40 seconds wipe. I don't know.
Seagull improvement. Yes.
Pull up.
Yeah, at least we get the first transition.
Pulling.
Yet to see the shield.
We've seen the shield.
When? When we wipe?
5,
Of course.
4, 3,
He did say
2,
B, he said C.
1.
Check your
Fell
colors.
infusion
Get
on
onto your
me.
positions.
Watch your step. 3,
First fragment.
2, 1.
Second
Shut
Holy
down.
in. Holy side.
It's fell on cross.
Watch your step.
Curse, you're super close, I think.
Second one.
Watch your step.
Next one fell on cross.
2.
Help.
And last
Watch
one
your step.
It's holding on
Let's
start.
go.
There.
So range get out of the way and gotta move fast. Be dirty.
Phase change.
Rabbit soul is when
Why is it we're dying?
think
Our
someone
HP
exploded,
reaches
but
zero.
didn't go
Yeah, yeah, everyone.
down in
Reaches?
hell. I think.
I got this. No, I don't.
Phase change.
Ah, noob.
Okay.
Oh, so everyone is entirely clear on what we are like trying to do here, right? Or is someone confused what they're supposed to do?
I'm perfectly clear.
Whisper us if you don't wanna, you know, sound like a dumbass by saying it here. It's completely fine.
Yeah, but read it up, please.
Oh, I released.
It's
What a
better if
dumbass.
we take 5 minutes or even 10 to 15 minutes to explain than, you know, keep running
How
into
about we
stupid
take
shit.
35 minutes?
Yes.
Now we can clear the last 3 bosses on heroic, so we get the AP and doesn't bother with top as well.
No.
Like, I'm in no rush to go to heroic. We have an entire Sunday to deal with heroic probably. So.
Aren't we ready?
I can make it on
Sunday?
Sunday.
We need to learn this boss one way or another anyway eventually. Because she ain't
And
going
Thor's
anywhere.
almost coming.
Best can you res a healer?
4 weeks until the new age is coming out.
Well, then we have 4 weeks of dealing with this person.
4 weeks. Isn't it less?
22nd of November.
Yeah, the
14th
14 or 20 or 21st.
22nd in
Did
Europe.
they announce it that it is
No,
22nd?
Not yet. So when everybody thinks it goes, it comes.
Yeah. Well, I mean the
The
patch
77
is
days shit.
patched up earlier than expected. I'm thinking close to the anniversary or something, so could be the 15th as well.
I think it's 15th, yeah.
So I'm trying to just call out the colors where the orbs are on, if possible. So if people are stacked properly, that means whenever you hear green and you're standing on moon as melee, you should be going to soak. Whenever it's moon and you're standing on green as range, you should be going to soak. And the same for yellow and red.
Should I try to call the position then? Just the position, and you just call the caller?
Yeah, if I don't call it and you see it, then please do. Depending on where the boss is positioned, like she blocks the animation for me, so no.
Okay.
Don't think we had a red check. Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check your colors.
Felon fusion on you. Watch your
4,
step. 3.
First fragment,
2,
it's fell on red.
1. Shockwave.
Second fragment,
Watch your step.
it's wholly on green.
Run away.
Boom.
Watch your step.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So I want to have a pool with people not doing any damage unless you're a tank. Healers will obviously still have to heal, but everyone else just do the movement.
Yeah, I think we should have more than one pool like that.
Just movement and no damage.
Yep.
Don't even fucking do anything.
If I see you on the damage meters and you're not a tank, I'll be unhappy.
Ooh, okay.
But I can't hold myself, Phil.
No after attacks, but Keiko Yupjap can DPS, no problem.
My swords have a sensitive trigger.
Youpie up, youpie up.
Is he getting called from his corner?
Just
I have more demons.
Just focus entirely on the movement. honestly.
Probably get farther this way, yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the only thing that's hard about this boss at this point. It's not the damage. It's purely that. It needs to become muscle memory almost.
Like even at the start, the match wasn't never the issue on this fight.
No one ran. You fucking lazy
Oh, I'm running now.
balls.
We haven't even gotten to the most annoying part for tanks yet. It was just 4 hammers.
It's not
And
annoying.
managing cooldowns. Yeah. Tell me that when you just suddenly drop because of the
4
cooldowns.
hammer boys.
Well, just get a res.
What happens next? 4 hammers then. And then we don't have a rest.
And then we're fucked. Buzz will be dead.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, don't use all the shitty items that are gonna help you with movement. You won't use those otherwise anyway. That's not fair.
It's not gonna help you anyway.
I mean, it will.
At best, it will mess somebody that is slow. Squeak, squeak.
Why are you so fucking speedy?
Alright.
Because he has the amazing boots.
Are we gonna damage the shield eventually?
Obviously, when we get to the second phase, on like the thunder running, we will kill the shield. But
Is
in
second
phase
phase
1,
time-based?
yeah, it's time based. But in the first phase, I don't want to see any damage on the boss outside of tanks.
No, UV up. No. Okay, pulling.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kovacs, Arraign,
Felling
Infernal,
fusion on you.
don't DPS the boss.
Watch
Switch
your
to
step.
Max.
3, 2,
It's a moon.
1. Shockwave.
Mad Soak.
Watch your step.
4,
Next one is on
3,
cross. People
2,
aren't
Jump
stacked
in
on
eight.
the marker. And we wiped.
Watch your step.
What the hell?
And even if you feel comfortable that you're sure that you're not going to mess up, I still want people
Watch
to
your
not
step.
DPS the boss until we get this right.
Also, can people stay in one lane so we sort of bait it somewhere like range can stay outside and melee inside? Because when
People
I go to
should be on the
socket,
markers.
there were people on both sides when they ran out.
I just have one little question. In melee,
Yep.
we stay on the marks until the fragment spawns? Or do we stay away from the mark until...
No, you stay on the mark until the fragment spawns.
Okay.
And then when the fragment spawns, you move off the mark if it's under you, or if it's on the mark behind you, then you move out to pick it up. And once it's gone, you move back into the position on the mark. Obviously, if the swirlies are coming in, you will have to dodge around from those, but afterwards you want to try to be on the mark as much as possible.
What I noticed right now on the start, I was on the light side. I saw me and I think maybe 1 or 2 more people were on the red mark, and a few of them were like on the outside line, you know.
Yeah, people were spread all around the side. I saw it as well, which made it a bit more iffy to soak the orb when it came in as well, because it was like right in the middle between everyone.
Okay. We have a normal pool now, or
Don't worry about the damage.
No, no
Just do the
normal
movement.
pool. Just no damage. Just focus on dodging the shit.
Just check your feet and do the movement.
Because obviously DPS is not the problem.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, check your colors.
I can DPS.
Watch your step. 3,
First
2,
fragment incoming.
1.
It's fell on red. Second
Watch
fragment
your
incoming. It's on star.
Yellow back here.
Watch your
Third
step.
fragment incoming. It's on cross.
3, 2.
Try and fix the markers. Positioning. Fourth
Watch your
fragment
step.
incoming. It's on star.
Run away.
Yellow.
Range get out of the way, let melees go towards the other side, and soak the lanes.
Phase
And you can
change.
DPS now once we get to the other side, but focus on soaking these properly.
Somebody takes the
Sorry,
wrong
I was
ball or something?
I don't know why people are running around. It says either middle, inside, or
Yeah,
outside.
just stay in the lane. You're not supposed
Stay
to
in
go
your
hunt
lane.
for them.
Phase change.
It's
Well, it wasn't my lane.
no, but
lane
it's
wasn't
like
being soaked.
yeah,
like we have
was trying
people
to
assigned
catch
to
it.
every lane, so you should just soak them on one lane. Like even if you're FFA, especially if you're like in the melee group where there's still other orbs coming around, always just soak one lane and either be soaking or not soaking when you have to avoid one. Like don't try to soak multiple lanes. It's not worth the slight damage increase. There's too much of a risk. We have to do this like 3 times in the fight probably.
the way you
Maybe.
interpret the FFA is the game gives you the option to pick a lane, but once you've picked one, you stick with it.
But otherwise the movement was a bit better. Obviously we only had it on one side, so didn't test everyone. I do want to have another one, like another dry run, without DPS in the first phase. And if it works again, we can consider doing damage again. But yeah, do try and keep getting back to the marks when you can, if there's no swirlies going on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't DPS, red.
On you.
Tunnel, get to your colors.
Watch your step. 3,
It's on cross.
Make it
1.
tighter, best.
Shockwave.
And next one.
Watch your step.
Wow. Just exploded.
Yeah, tighter better.
Did I switch target? Because I was panicking there.
So we can
I
DPS now,
wanted to
right?
taunt.
Oh no, that didn't quite work out. So there are a couple of people that I noticed are like oftentimes not stacking. In the range camp Kovacs you're oftentimes not stacking. On melee best, I oftentimes see you not stacking. There's a couple other people as well. Like just try and be stacked as much as possible. It makes it easier for the rest of us and cleans things up a lot.
Oh, you didn't taunt? Is that what happened?
No, I taunted, and then I didn't have taunt of cooldown. And after I used Nathan's Fury, I can't use any skills other than taunt and like shield one last time, which I'm not using. But I have to use my trinket, and I have to spell reflect and everything like that.
Macro it
And
up if you can too.
Yeah. No, not like that. I have to have them separate because I like all of them is in a different cooldown. It's so ineffective if I macro them up, especially for the later phases.
Can't you just press escape and it will cancel the fury?
If I cancel Nathan's Fury, I'll die. I can still taunt, but it wasn't cooldown. Taunt, I mean. I don't know, I just saw her switching, so I was like, well, this is not gonna end well.
Oh snap.
Oh snap.
It's just my trinket I can't use. I need to use it while she's casting the hammer before I can
let's
use
have
all my other stuff.
Come on, Stormzy, you can do it.
Alright, okay.
I believe in you, man. I believe in you, man. Come on.
It's
I was
okay,
winning a game of half
just,
stone,
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fascinating.
So you were basically putting in $1 in the slot machine and just hoping that.
Yeah, but it was my lucky dollar, so I was pretty sure I was gonna win.
So once again, don't TPS, so I don't want to have to like call it out at the start. There's other things to call at that point in time.
Yeah, so there should be just Bankirche and Wolfpaw. That's it. No Red Tree, no Infernal, no Rain, no nobody.
What?
No Yup Yup. Rip Yup Yup. Where is Yup Yup?
Yup Yup was a good boy. He's not.
I don't even see him.
You're gonna see
That's a good
me and
thing.
Iriel. We're
Yeah,
healing with damage.
Yeah, but you get the damage is negligible.
You
It's
don't need to heal yourself. The healers have you well under control.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay.
Suboptimal.
Thanks.
Colors.
Hello.
On you.
Yeah, I move it
Go
back.
to your sides. First fragment, it's on cross. Spell.
Stack closer.
Shockwave.
Stormsy.
Second fragment.
Watch your step.
Should be on moon.
And back to the stack point.
Back to your marks.
Watch your
Third
step.
fragment. Should be on green.
Yeah, it's the green. Back in the green.
You'll move away from it.
Watch
And last one, it should be on moon.
Run away.
And range get out to the sides, and melee start moving to the other side.
Great.
Phase change.
Okay.
Oh
How?
boy.
How? What happened there? Did anyone see?
Yes, it was Iriel.
Iriel's staple cell.
So picked up the wrong one, or he interacted with someone?
Phase change.
Looks like picked the wrong one because he's the only one. Usually, if two people touch, they both are on the logs.
Ariel, where did you get assigned from the weak or?
I got bombed from shit on the ground. Thought I could let melee run past to boss before going to middle.
Okay. Like I don't know. Like I'm just sometimes like wondering if people are feeling like a bit too strict. Like the way this goes, right? I get this color. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go this way, or I'm gonna go that way, you know, and I just run wherever I need, and, you know, I just do what needs to be done. So, like, here as well, if you're like, oh, I have to go to the left now so I can let the melee pass and stay at that side and look at the bomb, and you could just come more towards where the boss was, like in the middle, where no one is gonna be anymore, and you can just jump off there, in between, like, red and moon. There's no one forcing you to wait until they have passed so you can jump off like close to green there, for instance. It's completely fine.
But restless. Oh.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Iriel.
Let's change the conversation for a bit. One of the major parties in Greece, the one that actually led the country to complete bankruptcy, is having an internal election soon. And one of the candidates actually copied exactly the speech from what's the show on Netflix with Kevin Spacey?
No,
House of Cards.
Yeah. He copied it exactly. He translated it and copied it
Greece,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
Wow.
This happened in Romania 5 years ago
Just
for presidential candidates.
Thought he'd get away with
Did you
it.
get the rest?
Yes, I did.
One of the presidential candidates copied the speech from Kevin Spacey. It was actually fucking fresh, you know, right after 2 months after season 1 or something like that. And everyone knew it was that.
I don't
It
get
was like, what the fuck? He was trying to win with that. Does he think we're stupid?
I'm wondering if they think they can just like get away with it, or if people just won't notice or whatever. I mean, it's
He
the
didn't.
fucking
He
internet.
lost. He lost overwhelmingly.
All right, let's
Okay, everyone's ready. So once again, focus on the movement.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Horsey.
Felon fusion
Check your
on me.
colors, go to your positions.
Watch your step.
First
3,
fragment, it's in
We
green.
fell one in the back.
1. Shockwave.
Get back to the
Watch
markers.
your
Second
step.
fragment, it's a moon.
Watch your
Third
step.
fragment, it's in green.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spellhammer, ready to dodge swirlies.
Watch your step.
Fourth fragment, it's a
Run
moon.
away.
And fell swirlies, careful.
Go back, range.
And
You'll
blow back,
get out.
range to the side,
Phase change.
outside. And focus on soaking your
Why is
orbs.
the green guy so far ahead? Kovacs, you're very far ahead, man. You're making it very hard for the guys in front. Also, there's another green guy here. Pokemon, what the fuck are you doing? You need to soak this shit, man.
Yeah, Pokemon, you can't
Phase
let
change.
me run around you like that.
So,
Val, did you get middle as well?
Me? No, I was outside.
Okay.
Kovacs and Pokemon, what did the Weaker assign you to?
Dude, my brain is fucking melted.
Do you remember what it assigned you to?
No.
Yes, melted position.
No, okay, Kovacs, do you remember what it assigned you to?
The Vikura tells in raid chat.
Kovacs
has
is fail.
two
He is
assigns.
assigned wrong side outside. And he was wrong side outside.
He was wrong side outside. Okay, that's good. And there, where's Poke? I don't see Poke.
Poke isn't there probably.
I don't see him.
Yeah, me neither.
Poke is free for all then.
No, free for all. Doesn't free for all get the set as well?
Good set as well, yeah. Mike
Yeah,
just didn't show up.
not using the
There's too
Vikura.
much chat spam probably or something.
Either there's a spam or you don't have to weak, or it's either one of those.
And Kovacs, yeah, actually spams twice. So I'm not sure how
Yes,
that
because
works.
it picks a position.
Yeah. But yeah, you are correct, right? Kovacs was in the correct lane. But how can he soak the balls that are supposed to be finished up at the end if he's all the way in the front, just like everyone else? He can't.
You need to be further back.
Basically, if you are on the opposite color of that lane, you are like the last guard to soak the balls that go through. So you have like the main group that runs in ahead, they soak their colors. We have one of each at least, so one inside, one in the middle, and one outside that will
Bank,
soak the
Kovacs
opposite
was
color.
behind me. I don't really understand what's your issue here. He
I
was
will tell
doing his
you
job.
no, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he
Soaking
wasn't.
this line, the color that he's supposed to.
Kovacs is
There's
all the way
not
by
really a
itself.
problem being like 10 yards behind the melees. 15 maybe.
I mean, if where he
Makes it
died is
easier
only
to
12.
position after the shield is broken.
No, guys, the wrong side is what the weak aura suggests because there are not enough people. That's random. You can't do anything about that.
So it'll assign every healer, every range to the wrong side, which is basically just means you're staying on the side that you're on.
Yeah, because you're soaking differently.
You're soaking the
We'll
opposite
always say
colors.
that. That's fine.
Yeah, but so like in actual flow of movement, what's supposed to happen? People with the wrong color, they stay here on the outside, they wait. Other people split themselves across the 3 lanes, they run in, they soak their shit. And then we have one inside, one middle, one outside, just that like, you know, closes off the line, basically. Right?
Kiko, totally. And yeah, this isn't an optional weak aura, the rain is linking, so if you don't have it, get it. It saves us having to assign you manually.
And so Drelok, you said that Kovacs died like a couple of yards behind you, right? Did you manage to see if he picked up everything in the lane there? Because
Yes,
I'm not sure.
yes. Basically, all he has to do is just stand behind me, because I'm picking all of the holy balls. I'm letting through the fell balls. He doesn't even have to
I
move
know.
left or right.
No, he's supposed to just stay in the lane. Seeing as if we have one person per lane anyway, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah,
The idea.
yeah, Kovacs was doing
Only
that.
the ones that are free for all tag at somebody else.
Yeah, again, the free-for-all ones, they just pick and choose whichever one they do, and once they have chosen one, they stay in it. There's no reason to have people crossing lanes or anything like that. It's totally
Lester, are you
not.
gonna leave? Or live rather?
He's gonna keep on living a bit longer, man.
Okay, but since the first part worked out kinda again, let's start with DPSing. But focus on the movement still. Like the DPS doesn't matter. The movement is what's important.
Yes.
So,
Stormzy, oftentimes I see you starting like towards the right of Moon. Is that a deliberate choice? And then you come in like later on?
No, I don't think it is. It's often that I move and then I start casting and don't move back.
Okay. Because otherwise, like, once you have your color, you could just stay there and just start casting from that position and then do the movement. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you're
Yeah.
actually moving back in afterwards. I'm seeing that, so, but
No, it's mostly that I start casting, I'm focusing on health bars, and I'm
two,
not moving back into moon.
okay.
Check your
Light
colors.
infusion on you. Watch your
4,
step. 3,
Green.
2, 1. Help soak. Run away.
Health valleys.
Watch your step.
Yellow one
Star.
back in the green.
Watch your step.
Green.
4, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3,
Watch your step. Jump
Yellow one at star.
Yellow and lights valleys. Health valleys, sorry.
There are only 2 fell on the.
Phase change.
And get to the sides.
We need another one
Let
at
Melly get
the
through.
star side.
We need
There are
a
only 2
fell at the opposite side, guys.
I'll
One,
go. I'll
one
go
go.
to
Wolf
the
has
Kovacs.
it.
So that's why you don't want to be so far ahead, because you end up blocking melee that are slower than you.
Oh.
Because they can't run through you. That said, melee should
Phase
try and be a
change.
bit faster as well.
Wolf, we should always just go to the opposite one, honestly. It makes it easy. We're an extra one that
Oh.
can close off the lane.
Okay, you want me if I am fell infusion? You want me to go to holy side when
Yeah,
the
just
things
always go to the opposite one. Just like you're the last line of defense, you know? You eat up the balls
Yeah,
that are
I
left over.
usually be last line of defense as well when it comes to stuff, and sometimes one gets through or not, which is a bit annoying. So it just feels like we are not the last line of defense when it.
I mean, if you want to do the last line of defense, you need to be on the right side though, right?
Yeah, but the wrong side also kind of works when we don't have, like, if it's only. I see that sometimes we get to.
Like you can't be the last line of defense for everything. It's either this color or that color. It's a choice. But like here now as well, we saw that there were only 2 green people on that line. And normally, that's why I call it the last line of defense, is because like if it's the yellow color, you're gonna have like 8 people there or something, or 6 people, I don't know. But like with the opposite one, it could be like here now that we only had 2 or something. So then if we have the tank there as an extra, it should never be a problem. While the regular color shouldn't be a problem per default, because you have like 8 people there anyway.
I know, but
if they fuck
they
up, it's something
do
else,
anyway.
obviously. Like if they fuck up, they fuck up.
It's a bit weird. But so you don't want me to be proactive and just swap lanes whenever it's necessary. You just want me to actually just
Well,
go to
I don't know. It's what I'm doing now. I mean, I guess. Actually, it's kind of weird that there was only 2 green guys there, honestly.
It's when Pokemon can Kovacs, yeah. you know, those were only 2 green guys as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I
we
was the
were
third
only
guy
2.
there. Yeah. How is that? Isn't it supposed to split like evenly? All the ranged and the healers, shouldn't it?
It should.
Like the color assignment that people get isn't like even between ranged and melee. So that's like what, but add-on should still do it. So it should be possible that the melee could be assigned to the other side if there's not enough ranged or
Yeah, the add-on
healers in the
should
camp.
take care of the entire group normally. We're
Why
not
are
this
DPS
melee
though?
heavy. We have half the group is ranged slash healer. Okay.
Like other raids have the problem they don't have enough melee at times. Where it's like, oh,
We will never
we
have
have our
that
range
problem.
to be close, but yeah, that's not an issue we need to worry about.
Fully.
Yeah, but it's not a
But
problem
yeah,
for
everyone's
ranged to
ready.
go melee. But slight problem for melee to
Yeah,
go range.
as I said, you can
4,
DPS now, so
3, 2, 1.
Let's kill it.
Right. This is the run. This is the attempt.
Fell infusion.
check your colors.
Watch your step. 3,
It's on green.
2, 1. Shockwave.
It didn't get so.
Light spell is incoming.
Watch your step.
Should be on moon.
Yeah, it is.
Badoom.
Watch your step.
At least we get a lot of pulls in.
That's what I said last time. Come up with your own material.
Watch your step.
I didn't hear it. Maybe the way that you said it was so forgettable.
Okay, I need to go eat like now.
One more. One more.
Yeah, no, I
One
can't.
more.
Anymore.
We
Come
can
on.
fit like 7 more in
One
3
more
minutes.
and we'll quit.
You can do with 19. It's fine. You're
No,
practicing
it'll
anyway.
fuck up the weak aura and shit. We can't, man.
I can stay in the raid.
One more. Come on, man. One more and we'll cut everyone loose. It won't even be 11 yet, man.
Okay, let's go.
And whoever wants to join, I'll do a rated battleground afterwards.
It's already been a trust day. I've spent 1k euro on the fucking car.
What? Man, we
Yeah, man,
don't
I have
care
to
about
change.
your car. This is in the game, man.
Maybe he bought a car.
For
What's better to
1k?
distract you from?
Why would you sell your kidney for a car?
1k car?
What? No, man.
Does
I
it come with
changed
wheels?
I changed the tires and then I took it to the service and it had a problem that cost like 400 euro.
It was bad.
Right.
Yes, it was bad.
What was the problem?
At least your car didn't draw.
Should change the tires on your carriage.
Yes. The problem was, I don't know how the fuck they're called now.
Was it electronics?
Gave the horse new shoes?
I think something like an alternator
Oh,
or
yes.
something.
Yes, cars
But
do have
because
those.
my car is a bit tuned, it burns through this like easily.
It burns alternators, man.
Tuned?
It's like, yo, dog,
Tuned.
give me another alternator.
It's a bit tuned.
Street Racer Rain? Compensating much for something.
I'm too old for that.
Pulling.
I used to have
Oh,
a
just
silver
go with
time
it.
car.
Just go with
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Yay!
Does it come Malacca to you?
Into your colors.
Watch your step. 3, 2,
First fragment. It's on the boss cross. It's green.
Watch your step.
Second fragment. It's on star.
Yellow on star.
Stormzy move.
No, fine.
Watch your step.
Third fragment. It's on cross.
On red.
Sniff, sniff.
Is that
Think
people
something
providing
went wrong
it?
elsewhere.
What was that terrain?
What?
You took like a U-turn into our camp. Fucking melee.
It
It
ain't
was
a Sangri,
drifting,
man.
man.
He...
It's drifting.
It's his alternator, man.
It's his alternator.
But yeah, as
Making
Frank
a
promised,
portal here.
that's the last ball for tonight. Try and dream about this fight. Like, it's not that hard. And if you can make Sunday, do sign up for it. It's looking a bit low at the moment, but if there's no mythic rate, I'm sure people will do heroic and stuff. So show up anyway.
Yeah, we're just gonna do heroic if we don't get the numbers for mythic. There's already like a bunch of people that declined and that had like declined a couple of days in advance as well. So it's well known. I think we can still get to the magic 20 if everybody signs up. But honestly, we'll see
I'm,
if we'll do it or
I'm
not.
not sure, so I just declined because I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
yeah, it's cool. No worries.
Because I can say tentative, but if
No,
it's
mine
not
is better.
if tentative, it's if I come, so I don't know if I come.
No. It's good like this. And if you come, you come. Then we're all happy. And if not, no worries. It's fine.
If not, we're gonna kill you.
No.
Alright,
It's completely fine. Look, we killed the stuff. We re-killed Mistress.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah,
And
we're gonna set your house on fire.
yes, and then we just do heroic on Sunday. It's no problem.
And then we're gonna give you buckets of gasoline as you're trying to
But
stop the fire.
I'm hoping that starting next week we should have like the discipline to pull all six in a Wednesday. That would be kind of nice.
Okay, kids. Bye bye.
See you, man. Enjoy the KFC.
You're wrong,
See ya.
Bank.
Thanks
We
for it.
have to pull all six before the
See
break.
ya.
Yeah, thanks for raid. Good night.
All
Right,
six
Dennis.
before the break. I mean, it's possible.
By genius.
But then we need a good pull on Mistress.
Let's make it 7 instead of 6.
Will we see you Sunday,
Thanks for the raid.
genius?
Good night.
Yo,
Why
take
are
care,
we
see
not
you.
extending the raid? Because
Oh, it took us a little less than an hour to kill Mistress today.
Yep.
And with the same discipline, we can do it in the half hour we wasted yesterday.
Yeah, we can. For sure.
So it's pretty reasonable.
I
Yes.
don't think so. I mean, most of the times we are missing at least one